What's good, y'all? It's your boy Danza, just one of the many faces of the machine known as the Danza Project. Please do me a favor, if you rock with us, hit that like button, subscribe button, and turn those notifications on. We appreciate you. Salute.
Tell them stop playing with my name, little bitch. I've been in the coffee hoes getting rich. Ride around with them soldiers and you know they never miss. No, they never miss. No, they never miss. Tell them stop playing with my name, little bitch. I've been in the cut, just minding my own business. If they want a problem, then I'm down for that.
This is the Danza Project, and it's your boy Danza.
It's your boy Kato.
And we got a very special guest today that just showed us some of the business, right? Seems to be like a thriving business, right?
Right.
We got my guy Ted Budz in the building.
Hello.
Hey, what's happening? What's happening?
Some conversations are different than others. They just are. You're doing things that, like, you know, you could look at a rapper and you could say what they're doing that other people aren't. You could look at an actor, actress, a celebrity of any sort, and you could just say this is what you're doing different than these other people. But like, you're really doing something completely different than others out there. And so I want the world to be able to hear what you got going on from a new lens this time.
Yeah, I mean, you know, first and foremost, I'm the CEO of Ted Budz. You feel me? A distribution company out of Los Angeles, California. You know, one of the biggest weed brands in the nation. I think a lot of people probably should know what's going on. You know, a lot of people, minorities, should know what's going on because in reality, I'm out here working very hard to have my way with this shit. You know, when it come down to the cannabis industry in general, we've made amazing strides in a matter of 4 or 5 years. You know, we come from nothing, culturally based, grassroots, and that's why people fuck with us. The marketing is different. Everything is different. You know what I mean? So that's what separates us.
Coming with a different energy.
100%.
What separates you too is being a black man doing this.
Yeah, it's not too many of us.
How, like, when you got into this, was there any pushback?
Pushback, bro. I can't say it was too much pushback because can't nobody push me back but myself. So like anything anyone says, you know, when I got my mind made up, it's on. So no, I can't say it was. I mean, besides from my grandparents, you know what I mean? You know, I'm from Omaha, Nebraska, so, you know, weed is kind of frowned upon amongst the older generation, so.
Like, what's he getting into?
Yeah, like, you know, it just,
you don't want to be a firefighter? You don't want to be...
you know, you don't want to work at Kellogg's or the post office? Yeah. You know, but, no, I jumped into the weed industry head first, and I ain't give a damn what nobody thought about it or thought about me. You know, I needed to make a change in my life, so... And it was the easiest, quickest way to clean my money up and go legit.
So nobody could give you any pushback, because you ain't that type of dude that'll fall back from anybody, right?
Unless I respect you. You know, like, you feel me? Unless I respect a person, then I'm probably not gonna take your advice into consideration at all. You know, and I don't go based off of what a motherfucker has, what a person has, but just by their moral integrity. You know, by the way they carry themselves. You know. And especially by the way they treat other people, you know. So
it's a big one.
Yeah, I'm not taking advice from nobody who, you know, don't walk in. You know what I'm saying? A higher beings. You know what I'm saying? Like
I know what you're saying.
You know what I'm
but here's the reason
Bad
I asked this of you, because again, we're bringing this back to scratch. From square one, how it all started with you. Right. To have that type of a personality, did you have your mother and your father around? Was it your grandparents, like you just mentioned? How did you become the Ted Budz that you are today? How did this start?
I had my grandparents and I had my mom, you know what I mean? My dad was in and out, you know. We cool now, so there ain't no bad blood or nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? Shout out my pops, you feel me? But I grew up with my grandma and my mom, so... You know, and my grandma had 14 kids, so, you know, like, I come from a big-ass family, and we do for each other, so, you know, that's just the way I carry myself. That's just something that I feel like I have so many people to take care of. I got 4 little sisters, you know, and they all depend on me,
You're the oldest?
I'm the oldest.
Okay.
My mom depend on me, my baby, my girl. You know what I'm saying? You know, my aunts, my uncles. Like I'm the one doing this shit. You know, and we super deep, but I'm the one doing this shit.
So what was it like in that household? Like there was 5 of us. I got 5 siblings. You know what I mean? Older brother and then 3 sisters. Right. So how was it like in your household? What was that like?
You know, big ass house, 1 bathroom. You know what I mean? Good food, roaches. You know what I'm saying? Roaches, mice. You know, in the wintertime. You know, shit. We grew up like that. You know, scared to eat the cereal. You know, and shit like that. You know how it goes. So
it's always the smacks.
Yeah, but we were just rich in love. We fuck with each other. Like all my family, we fuck with each other. We don't do all that falling out shit. That you know what I'm saying? We don't do all that shit. So we tight.
Yeah, respect that. I feel that. I hear that.
So, you know, I'll do anything for any one of them if they come to me and need anything. But that's just anybody in general. You know what I'm saying? My grandma's front door was never unlocked. I mean, was never locked. Let me take that back. It's never locked. That motherfucker's unlocked all day, every day. Right. So, you know.
So many of y'all. Where do you think that comes from, that urge to be the one? To have to do it?
You know what? I don't know. That shit just, I feel like it really got to be in you as a person. That get up and draw and push yourself and strive to do better than what you normally used to seeing. And, you know, my mom instilled that shit in me early, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, my mama hustled, you know, so from a gang of the shit that I ended up falling into and doing, shit, you know?
Listen, so also you're the man of the house.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Happened.
Really early on, being the only man, you kind of get that extra, like, macho man tendency, like, yeah, I got this, you know what I mean? I'm going to take care of everything.
Yeah, I'll take care of everything.
Yeah.
It's good. Ain't no thing, you know? So that's my mentality about it. Not no bullheaded, stubborn shit, you know what I mean? But, you know, just on some manly shit. Ain't nobody else got us, so I got us.
Now, when I picture Nebraska, I picture, like...
don't say belly, bro. Like
hay being rolled around, you know, corn huskers and... You know what I mean? Like, out there in the country, you know what I mean? Like, you're like eating straw and shit.
It's there. That ain't where I'm from.
Yeah.
I'm from Omaha, Nebraska, the north side to be exact. I'm from 31st and Lafayette. Straight up off of Hamilton, make that left. You feel me? But all I'm saying is, like, out there, you go to the sticks, see the hay, all that shit, but it's an inner city like anywhere else. You know what? 800,000 people. We get the College World Series up there. We got Creighton, UNL down there in Lincoln. You know, you got KC 2.5 hours away. You got St. Louis, 4 or 5 hours away. Chicago, 6 hours away. Like, everything is close. So, like, we get a lot of influence from all over the place. You know, it's just, you know, it's smooth. It's smooth. It's no different. I mean, it's hella different from here.
Yeah.
Like, every time I come here, my eyes is wide, bro. Every time I hit the eastern seaboard, I'm like, this shit different, you know? But... You know, the Midwest is the Midwest. It's real laid back, chill, you know, friendly people. You know, it's cool.
What type of music was playing in that household coming up, though?
Man, motherfucking Tupac, Bone Thugs, motherfucking. You know, I had a single mom. You know what I'm saying? I grew up with a single mom. Monica, Brandy, shit like that. Jill Scott. You know, a nigga had to hear that.
The goods.
And then goddamn Rich the Factor, Pimp C. Motherfucking Mr. Pookie, all that real like Tex Devin the Dude, all that Southern shit, all that Texas shit was flowing up there. Do or Die, that Illinois shit, you know, we getting a little bit of everything, you know, all that West Coast shit flowing our way. The only thing that ain't flowing for real is all the East Coast shit, you know. But you know, as far as we get a lot of influence from the West Coast and the South, you know what I'm saying, so. Louisiana up, so yeah.
But just never forget that Pac was made in the East Coast.
Pac, but Malcolm X was made in Omaha.
Okay.
Come on.
Now, so because we're talking about, you know, being in distribution and then also being a rapper, that's why I asked you about the music. You know what I mean? So like that's a major part in the life right there. Yeah,
you know, it's a new component to what I've been doing. You know, it's another way to market. If you look into Ted Budz or you look into Cornfed Ted, that's just another goddamn avenue or persona of the Ted Budz universe. I can rap too. You know, you got a lot of cannabis companies that do a lot of corny ass marketing that pretend and act like rappers, act like they got a story, act like they, you know what I'm saying? Like they'll sit up and pay you know, say they pay Sauce Walker goddamn 15 bands to go in there and say, hey, such and such got the best patch, got the best distro. They gonna make sure it touchdown all the flavors. 15 bands for a 10-second post? Come on, man, that's good money. And y'all niggas got that, not us, but them, the companies, corporations. Y'all got the funds to be able to pay niggas. Like, oh man, let me know. Where do I sign up? Right. So let me become a rapper. But instead, I'm gonna promote my shit. And I know the people gonna fuck with me even tougher. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing as the burner route. I'm taking a burner route. You know, all due respect to burner, you know what I mean? All due respect to everybody, man, but it's my time. Straight up.
Hello.
Let's get it. Now, what type of kid were you coming up, though? Like, were you a troublemaker? Because how do you get into this type of lifestyle? For the most part, the way it's always looked from, you seem to be probably right around my age range, right? I'm 39.
I'm 32.
32? Yeah. But you're talking about the same type of rappers coming up and shit like that, right? Shit. So, but usually, in order to be involved in that type of shit, you were involved in that type of shit, young. What type of kid were you coming up?
I was a good-ass kid, bro. I was a good-ass kid with a good-ass family. We ain't had no bread. I seen some things. But I was a good-ass kid. I got good grades, all that shit. I just went to a bunch of different schools. I've been to 6 high schools. I think I've been to almost 20 schools my whole life.
How you end up at 6 high schools, though?
We was moving a lot. You know, I like I said, I bounced from with my grandma, with my mom, back and forth to Nebraska, LA. So I done lived and moved hella times. And anytime, you know, some shit got rough, my mom had to send us to Nebraska. You feel me? So
I see.
So, like, honestly, you know,
that makes sense.
Yeah, so I'm always in, and, you know, getting kicked out for selling weed, all that shit. You know, but Ted, Cornfed Ted, Theodore, bro, was a good-ass kid, bro. I graduated from college and everything. You know, I went to Cal State Northridge. You feel me? I was pre-vet for 4 years, vice president of the veterinarian club for, what was that, 2.5 years, you feel me?
Okay.
And then, shit, life got real. You feel me? Like, shit. Goddamn, niggas start dying. You know, my people start dying around me. I couldn't focus, so I had to give up the bio shit. And so, you know, then that's when it came. My people ended up going to jail. I got to hustling hard. You know what I mean? I ain't tell nobody what I was doing. But I go to school, shit, ain't no motherfucking books in my book bag. Nigga, I got goddamn, it's 40 grand in that motherfucker in a Glock. 40 grand in a Glock on campus in bio class. You feel me? About to get out of class, hop in the car and drive to Oakland. You feel me?
And go to work.
Niggas know. If you know me, then you know. Cause niggas ain't called me Ted until about 2-3 years ago. You feel me? Like niggas who know. You know, so you know, when it come down to the music, when it come down to the weed cross promoting and me telling my story and all of that, it's essential. You niggas gotta know this because this shit ain't spontaneously come out of nowhere. You feel me? Like, nigga, I had to go through some shit in order to be able to speak on certain things and to be able to have my motherfucking palate on point for you niggas to be able to know what I'm talking about and fuck with the weed that I'm selling and some more shit. I had to see some things and go through some things. So, you feel me? I'm tried and true. I don't know about these other niggas, though.
He got up and he started talking that shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? I was waiting for that moment, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Danza Project, because this shit just got popping. So how did the name Cornfed Ted get brought about? Because, again, sounds like, you know, some real country shit.
Cornfed Ted. You know, it was just my IG name. I didn't know what the fuck my name was going to be, because I ain't planning on being a fucking rapper at all. All due respect to the motherfucking music, though. Y'all mind if I cuss, right?
Nah.
Cool. I can loosen up, nigga. Look, all due respect to the music. Shout out my nigga Styles P. You know what I'm saying? Peace and love. He told me, say, man, don't. He kicked some real game to me though about the music shit, and he schooled me about it. I was like, nigga, if you gonna say you do this shit, tell him, nigga, you do this shit for real. You know what I mean? Cause I'm halfway in, halfway out. Cause I'm over here, I'm spread so motherfucking thin. You know what I'm saying? So like now, you know, niggas is locked in. If you ask me, I'm a motherfucking artist. You know, like shit, I'm pushing this shit now. Before I was kind of self-conscious about it. I didn't know, you know what I'm saying, how motherfuckers would feel about it. You know, my mom don't like my music, shit like that, because she don't like the shit I'm talking about. You know, but at the same time, she know.
Yeah, my mom ain't like that shit I was talking about when I was rapping too. They ain't supposed to like it. It ain't for them. So you just decided to jump in when you decided it, or was this always a passion?
I can't say it was like me and my cousin used to back 17, 16, used to, record on his laptop, nothing serious, you know what I'm saying? So no, this was never a passion, you know what I mean? Like, it was never really a passion. It was something I went in to go do, try it out, and just like any other avenue in my life, once I start something, bro, I got to see it to the full. You feel me? Just like
that sounds like Belly Gang when we had him up here. And he was telling us how, he just said, fuck it, I'm going to start rapping, and just got in the booth and started rapping.
On me. And it ended up taking off. Just like I said, with anything. Just like with Jiu-Jitsu, anything. Like, bro, I'm going to be on, all these journeys I'm going to be on for life. Por vida.
Let's go.
That's that Cali
life.
Yeah. Cali's kind of wild right now.
Yeah, it is.
Do you see any of that going on, all the riots and everything?
I see it, but they really trying to cause mass hysteria. With the rest of the nation, civil unrest, all that shit, man. It ain't that fucking crazy. They sent out a few, bounty hunters and some federal agents to run and fuck with people who ain't doing shit. Just to start some shit.
Get everybody else
because they know motherfuckers is broke right now. They fucked up. You know what I'm saying? They not mentally right, and then you kick off some shit like this. People ready to fuck shit up.
Yeah, you're right. We are angry.
Yeah,
all of a sudden
it's a wolf pack mentality. So there it is. So that's what. I mean, it kicked off for sure. For sure, it could get ugly. I know it could get ugly. I told my baby mom, hey, don't be going on walks right now. Don't be going on walks. You feel me? Like it's bad. I want everything to be smooth. Cause then
you said that because she's Hispanic and you thought they might take her.
No, hey, don't go outside. Hey.
Because if it were me, then I'd be telling my girl to go outside. Yeah, take a walk, baby.
Stop. Look, it's deep because I work in the cannabis industry, right? Yeah. And I live in California, Los Angeles, to be specific, bro. So when shit hits the fan and the police is busy, bro, what you think the robbers and thieves is doing? They trying to break in my shit. You know what I'm saying? So they trying to break in my shit. That's exactly what everybody in the cannabis industry, if you got a facility, you a license holder, you got an illegal facility, whatever, like if you go up to Oakland, Frisco, it's bad. Like you could call the police, they is not coming. They not coming. They will put you on hold. So, like.
I ain't think about that though, too, because it's like, oh, you're calling from where? Yeah, we'll get to you.
And it ain't even, I just feel like up north, it's way worse. Like, ask anybody, it's way worse.
What you mean?
Like they not coming. Just because they don't, they not coming for a number of different things.
I was going to say, is it because of who's calling?
No.
Or it's just like we hands tied?
Hands tied.
Damn.
Hands tied. You get insurance, you got to have a $2 million policy, whatever. Bro, you don't get paid out for insurance when they breaking your shit. You know what I'm saying? Or they come through pistol whip you. I'm telling you, when them niggas come, they come in like 30 deep. How the fuck is anybody? How y'all supposed to maneuver or get out of a situation? I got a video on my phone. I'll show y'all later. Some shit going down at a facility that I was fucking with, working with. Them niggas, like if you in a facility, you got Glock on you, chop on you, whatever the fuck you got on you, and niggas is at your door like the Walking Dead, breaking your shit, about to come in, and they breaching.
I picture Resident Evil.
That's exactly what it looks.
I don't want to say it, but I might have the most.
Man, niggas know exactly what I'm talking about. That shit is real, bro. If you know, then you know.
I didn't think about that, bro. Let's go over there and riot season.
I'm telling you, because they prey on the cannabis industry, you know what I mean? Because they know it's cash. We can't get bank accounts. They won't let us bank, so everything hella cash. So you see a white cargo van, you see a motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? You see something, niggas is on it. They following for miles.
Damn.
Well, you say that they won't let you get a bank account
because it's not federally legal.
Oh, so you can't get any bank account?
I mean, you have certain banks that'll let you do a cannabis banking account. Yeah. They'll charge you every month for it.
Is it tougher to get a merchant too?
Yeah, it's tough, bro. No one wants to be associated with cannabis. Yeah. Like I've been banned from like 7-8 banks. I cannot bank, bro. That shit is fucked up.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
But that's kind of, so with this shit going on, right, is kind of why we're sitting here talking about rapping. We're talking about being a distributor, but we're also talking about fucking people up in MMA.
Oh yeah. We'll get to that.
Yeah. So like that's what you're waiting for. You're waiting for somebody to walk up in there.
I've been putting that work in, man. You know, I'm a very non-confrontational type of guy, man. I stay smiling. You know what I'm saying?
There you go. So you train jiu-jitsu?
Yeah, I train jiu-jitsu over at Brazilian top team in Long Beach.
Come on, official.
Shout out Marcelo Perdomo, Alexander.
Listen, it's
always.
Well, you can say your gym
they
like that.
They always rep this shit so hard. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, not all gyms can you say your name like that.
Yeah.
And some people are like, oh, I train. It's just over there. It's a gym over. It's over such and such.
Yeah.
So when you can say your shit with your chest out, it's like, yeah, nigga, I go there. I graduated. I'll be with the Wolves.
I know my school is known for being hella harsh.
Yeah, real.
You feel me? And they push you to compete. So like, ain't none of that bullshit going on. You know, we stepping on the mat, getting it in.
Yeah,
that's fire.
It's like a series of Cobra Kai.
Yeah. You said you've done some competition?
Yeah, I did IBJJF, got second.
Come on, let's go.
Cool
That's
shit.
Let's go,
cool
dog.
Shit.
IBJJF is big, so
yeah,
and on the grand stage, and y'all have such a jiu-jitsu network out there too.
Yeah,
so.
they be deep. I can't wait to compete again, but I know the age is starting to catch up to me because I can't even train without getting fucking hurt.
You know what the secret is? You got to stay in the gym too. You got to lift them weights. You got to fortify so you make sure you don't.
That's what I'm saying. I don't touch no weights, bro. I got to.
I learned that the hard way.
Myself.
That's how I fuck myself.
I got to tighten up, bro. Got to tighten up.
So how do you find the time to do all this?
It's not enough hours in a day, bro. So this is something that, all right, let me just sip the water. It's something I think about every fucking day. Because there's no blueprint to this, I don't like to say boss shit or this entrepreneur shit. There's no blueprint to it, you know what I'm saying? Seminars, all that shit, it's nothing. You know, like, no matter what you do, you have 24 hours in a day. And if you're going to dedicate a certain amount of hours or something, you know, and you have your regular scheduled program and you decide to incorporate something new into there, you're going to take away from something. You know, so if I know that I want to train jiu-jitsu 3 or 4 times out the week for 2 hours each one of those, you know, for 4 days out the week for 2 hours at a time. And I also want to record music after that from 9 to 3 in the morning. But then I got to get up and go to work by 6. I got to get up and I got to leave by 6, and I'm at work until about 5:30. I know jiu-jitsu starts at 7:30, but then I got a daughter. I got a girl.
You got to see her too.
You know what I'm saying? I got to make, and I'm a new father, so like I got to make time for all of this shit. So it's always rotating, take something out, put it back in, take something out, because all these things are essential components of my life that keep a nigga alive and thriving and keep me going. I got sisters, I got a family, I got different streams of income I gotta tend to. You know what I'm saying? From tennis to motherfucking being outside doing this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? From taking care of it's just a lot you gotta juggle, which I know that a lot of men probably don't talk about. All the different things you gotta do, all the hats you gotta wear, and what time you nigga on my way home. I don't talk on the phone all goddamn day. You know what I'm saying? I talk on the phone about business all goddamn day, but by the time I get off work, I don't want to talk on a motherfucking phone.
Exactly.
But then I got to hop on the phone for the 45-minute ride home. What's happening? Do all my tap-ins, check-ins for the people I was ignoring all day because it wasn't about no fucking business. Then got to go home, make sure that, holla at my girl. You know what I'm saying? She might get the short end of the stick. You know what I'm saying? I got to reserve some type of energy. So it's just, being spread too motherfucking thin. But one thing about it is every motherfucking man got an umbrella. You know what I'm saying? Every man got an umbrella over his head. And you know what I'm saying? I just consider myself, that's how I look at it. I just consider myself to have a big umbrella with a lot of people up under. And I'm flattered to have it. I wear it as a badge of honor. And if you ain't up under an umbrella, your ass gonna get wet. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? So,
word. I thought somebody started clapping. I'm like, where we at? Like, what's going on right now?
That's how powerful that shit was.
That's how powerful that and the Lamar Odom is.
Oh, yeah.
But he's saying some real
But I want to say this. You know where we do speak about that shit over here?
Come on.
When we talk about what's going on with a man, we speak about that over here. We don't like hiding that shit.
Come on.
You know what I mean? Too many people hide that shit. That's the real truth right there. You can hear it. You're a new father.
Yeah.
How new are you as a father?
My baby would be 1 literally Next month, bro.
How amazing has this all been while you're doing all this?
It's a fucking trip. I'm dying laughing every day. You know what I'm saying?
Something new every day.
Yeah, bro. That shit is hilarious, bro. So I'm really enjoying it. I come from a big family. So at the end of the day, I want to have a big ass family. It just dating pool, all that shit out here so fucked up. So you want to be overly sure when you make a child with somebody. So I ain't about to deal with all that shit that I've been seeing my whole life. You know what I'm saying? So because it took a minute for me to understand my father's side of the story and be like, all right, my nigga, I fuck with you. I understand. I would have did the same shit.
Yeah,
word. I mean, look.
Not necessarily shit, but
that's how I be too. I'm a mama's boy, so when it comes to shit like that, I'm like, man. I'll be knowing after a show, I'm like, damn, I said this, and my mom's definitely gonna be like, Michael. I go, oh, damn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's dope. You know, you do have a lot of things that you're trying to handle right now in your life. And being a new father makes it all tougher. But I'll tell you something that's really dope about it all is when you already have your feet on the ground and you have a child. Because it's different because the time you spend with them are more meaningful now. Yeah. Right? Because you're in a better space. I've had most of my friends had kids in their early 20s or even before they were 20. You know what I'm saying? So when they were trying to teach their kid, they couldn't even really teach themselves in those moments. They weren't, their feet weren't flat on the ground, you know?
You know what I feel? I feel that 100%. I've been thinking about that too the past couple of days because growing up in a single parent household, I harbored a gang of emotions, you know what I'm saying? I was around a gang of females, you know what I'm saying? And it took a while for me to shake all this, shake a lot of that shit off and become emotionally more tough, or emotionally tougher, and just become more in tune with my own emotions to where I can control myself. I know that I can confidently teach that to my daughter, to my son, or any other children I'm gonna have. I feel a lot more. I'm in a better headspace as a man. Yeah, you know, because I feel like with kids that come from single parents or single family households, I feel like they the biggest issue is they don't know how to communicate how they feeling, so they get frustrated, and that's one thing. I'm not no teacher. So I'm not a good teacher because I don't know how to articulate myself sometimes, or or just say, you know, what the fuck a nigga feeling, because I don't know how to even read it for real, because I don't know where all this, because sometimes as a man you gotta be like, what the fuck is you mad for? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You ever gotta tell us like, nigga, where are you mad for?
Where's this coming from?
But then
you almost don't even want to let that madness go, that hate go. Like sometimes when you feel that way, you're just like, I want to feel this way.
Yeah, sometimes you want to feel it. That's where the weed come in. It's that weed, you be like, yeah, like, I was tripping, man. My bad, dude. I'm tripping.
So that's the question, right? Does weed help you escape reality, or does it help you face it?
That's a dual question. I'm gonna give you two different answers, bro. So weed can dull you down. You know what I'm saying?
In excess.
It can dull you the fuck down because it'll make me slower for sure. I'm already a quick mover, but it can make you slower. So it can make me not social. You know what I mean? It can make me lose out on opportunities because I'll be tired and I want to get up off the couch. I may not want to record. I may, you know what I'm saying? A bunch of, I may not go to Jiu-Jitsu.
I was gonna go. you know,
I may not go to Jiu-Jitsu, all that shit, and so. You know, it can dull a nigga down, you know, but then at the same time, like now I'm at a place to where, dog, I know I need this shit. So when it's time, when my blood get to boiling or something like that, I'm blowing immediately. You know what I'm saying? I'm using it literally on some medicinal type shit. Yeah. You know, I refuse to even be in denial about this shit don't help me, or I don't want to smoke, or I don't need it. Nope, I ain't never stopping smoking weed ever in my fucking life, ever. Ask my mom and my sisters all, and they say, man, you way nicer when you high. I'll be like, yeah, I'm a stay getting high.
See, for me, I'll smoke 3 months out of a year, but I'll smoke for those 3 months. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a smoke. It's funny, I'm having this conversation with my boy the other day. And he says, and like a lot of the shit he's talking about as a man, I'm listening to all the shit and all the stress he's dealing with, right? And I'm like, you smoke? And I knew the answer. Nah. I'm like, you should. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you got to face these demons, because when you smoke, you got to face your demons.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you start really thinking about all the issues that you have, and you go all the way deep into those situations, right?
Into a rabbit hole.
Yeah, so like, don't get me wrong. You say some stupid shit, and you think some stupid shit. If you let that shit get carried away, you know what I mean? You'll figure out a way that everybody's in on the plot. The other day, I walked into the sauna, and they had a conversation. I jump in on the conversation. I don't know. I don't even got nothing to hide no more in my life, and I'm like, he's a fed. You know what I mean? I'm high as hell. I'm like, he's a fed. Yeah, I don't know what he's trying to get me for, but he's a fed. You know what I mean? And I'm just sitting there like making my own. I'm like, I jumped in their conversation. I'm over here acting like they followed me here or some shit. You know what I mean? Like, what's going on?
I'm telling you, like, certain weeds, like, I don't smoke a lot of sherbet because sherbet gets you in a real down mood, make a nigga sad. I know, you know what I'm saying? I noticed back in the day when I smoked sherbet, I hit my ex up. You feel me? I'm like, I'm done with this shit. I can't smoke this. But then you turn around, smoke some lemon tree, man, and get that euphoric, uplifting high, man. That's what a nigga be wanting nowadays, you know? Be on some uplifting, euphoric, creative shit. So, yeah, I totally get it. Because I try to tell my mom, hey, man, you need to hit the weed. Don't eat the weed. Hit the weed. Like, hit it, bro. Because it's going to work way faster. And you're going to be like, damn, my bad, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Quick.
Yeah, because the main thing is, for me, like, we just change your perspective.
Quick.
So you start thinking about shit from a different angle, and like you said, going down that rabbit hole, looking at shit different.
Yeah, so I'll explain what this dude was really like going through, and I like, because I hear a lot from people who don't smoke that it makes them paranoid when they do. And I'm like, yeah, because you're face to face with those demons right there, but don't take 10 hits. You know what I mean? Just
100%.
And chill right there. Like, if you could chill right there and you got that feeling right there, like, live with that for a minute. Kind of go into that thought process that you're about to dive into and allow it to happen. But what happens is people don't even like facing that a little bit. So they're like, nah, when I smoke, they all say the same shit. Everybody that gets panics by it or panic attacks, they all say the same shit. Nah, you don't understand. And I'm like, yeah, nah, I do, because I used to tell people, you don't understand. You know what I'm saying? I used to say the same shit. This is probably why my habit now is to only smoke a couple months out of the year, because I be feeling dumb as fuck. I be in the gym, working out, looking around at people like, everybody's looking at me right now. Man, they got so much shit going on in their own fucking lives. They ain't got time to be looking at me. Even if I look stupid in that moment.
Yeah, 100%.
They feel like they look stupid too. You know what I'm saying?
You just overthink way too much. You know, for some people. I know I overthink, but I can control and handle my overthinking. I'm okay with that.
That's part of it, though, too. You have to find a rhythm to where you can handle it. You know, because if you quit for a long time, you lose that tolerance. And then once you come back, you're like, what the fuck is going on? Yeah,
and I'm telling you, it depends on what you smoking, dude.
Word.
You niggas, I'm telling you, niggas out here smoking spray weed. They smoking spray weed. They smoking shit with chemicals, and they smoking shit with chemicals and salts and some more shit, and the shit is it's all bad, man. I'm telling you,
seasoning.
Yeah, 100%. You know.
I be thinking, like, what can be said and what can't be said. I be thinking about that shit sometimes.
Have you ever stopped smoking?
I stopped smoking for 3 weeks one time, and I was smoking Black and Miles, and that was in like 20.
Day 3, I'm on Black and Miles.
That's not like probation. That's what
that shit was like 2014, 2015. I ain't stopped smoking since, bro. Yeah. You know, like, I was be smoking joints, and I was smoking blunts, smoking joints, smoking blunts. But you gotta think about it. My job, I'm a connoisseur at heart.
There we go.
So, like, my job is to smoke this weed and make sure it's good for you. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Knowledge. So, like, I put my lungs and my life on the line for the consumers to make sure that, because I have a motto: I will not sell what I won't smoke. If it ain't that shit, I will not smoke it.
It's quality control.
It's quality. It's quality control, small batch. Everything is QC to a T. So, at the end of the day, man, you know, that's just our reputation.
We was talking earlier about the licenses, man. So if you could just let the people know, because you was telling me some shit I ain't know, like how. Well, how you described it? You said there are certain circumstances that could let people essentially skip the line for licenses.
Yeah, so like every state should have a social equity like bracket or branch for people who want to get licenses who don't necessarily have the money to be able to fund the whole operation. You know, so you got social equity. The tiers are 1, 2, and 3, and it's 3 is low income. Grew up in a drug impacted zip code. They'll have a list of zip codes, or if you got weed charges, no drug charges, weed charges. You know what I'm saying? Or if you
so I'm gonna make sure that's clear. So if you got weed charges, come from a low income area, you are now what they consider socially equitable to get a weed license ahead of a corporation or somebody else?
That's what he said.
Every fucking state, every state should have a social equity, and not should, but they should have some form of social equity incorporated into their license process. It's only right. I think it's pretty mandated. I know that Missouri and Seattle, everyone did it. But it's very important that people know about that shit, especially minorities, because a lot of us set the pace. We set the tone when it comes to the cannabis industry, and we're the ones who dictate what people like and what sells and what doesn't sell.
Also true.
You know, we're the ones who work in the bud shops. We the ones out here selling this shit on the street. We the ones out here smoking this shit and buying it. You know, and we're the ones keeping these people keeping their pockets lined. You know, so when I go to a shop and I go do a bud tender training, I'm quick to tell the bud tenders, look, my price might be high because my price might be high.
Oh, you said a bud tender?
Bud tenders, that's what they call. They call bud tenders, yeah.
This is what you call it? This is what it's called?
That's what it's called. Literally,
They got bud tenders.
Bud tenders.
Where the bud tenders at?
Go to the shop and they got bud tenders. They're the bartender, they got bud tenders.
Pass you a menu.
So I let them know, hey man, when you spend with us or you fuck with us, bro, it's not going towards a penthouse. It's not going towards a boat, a vacation home, none of that shit. We still fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And one time I had to tell her, she was like, yeah, you got on the chain. I said, bitch, these ain't come from motherfucking Ted. It say Ted's Budz. It ain't come from Ted's Budz, bitch. What you talking about? You know, but I'm just saying, man, that when it come down to the license process, you wanna look into it. I had to do all my own research. Ain't no nigga sit up and school me on that shit.
So tell the people, what is social equity?
It's just what they'll do. If you qualify with those three, with 1, 2, or 3 in those tiers, they'll match you up with an incubator. Someone who is a sponsor who wants to get in the cannabis industry, wants to invest money into either your idea or your license, and they'll give them 49% of your license, and they'll invest into either your dream or their dream. And then, but, you know, it's supposed to work as like, all right, you know, I'm a guy who makes edibles. You know, and I apply for a license because I need to be in the cannabis industry. I've been doing this 20 years.
Time
you know,
to be legit.
You know, out the house.
Do it right.
You know, so you turn around, you want to go legit and do the edibles in the legal market. You want to do the edible? What the fuck was I just saying?
You want to go legit and do edibles in the market.
Yeah, but you ain't got the money. You've been doing it out the crib. You need stainless steel. You need the sink. You need all that shit. So they match you up with an incubator. They come through. Boom. We gonna get this. We got this spot right here. Boom. We got everything for you. We gonna invest this much, and then you know we'll get our returns. We'll just split down the middle. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's supposed to go. You know, but Instead, you got these corporations who go out there and kind of prey on folks who are eligible to get a license. They'll put out like out there like in the street, you know, apply for the license. You know what I mean? Apply for the license, do the fingerprint thing, and we'll give you $5,000. You know what I'm saying? Like that, like or
they're straight scamming people out the money.
Yeah, and not just scamming them. What they do. Us is, you know, a lot of folks don't know the value in a license, and they so far away from financially being able to cover something like that that if someone come and say, oh yeah, well, you know, that license that's worth $750,000, we'll give you $5,000. You know, and just sign over your 51% cash. Sign over. Yeah,
you're changing somebody's life.
Yeah. They want the $5,000. It's like just, you know, the same way as how they try to get people to sell their homes. Yeah. You know, just give them something quick, get them about the way.
That's what it's worth. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. You know, so it's finesse. It's predatory.
Damn. Predatory, lending, predatory everything. That's how everything operates in all the neighborhoods that, you know, that they ain't a part of, or that they frown upon. You know what I'm saying? Anything they could do to take it away from them. Now, obviously, did you give us the definition of how you came up with Cornfed Ted?
Oh yeah,
I think you skipped away from it a little bit.
Yeah, probably. It was my Instagram name. I'm from Omaha, Nebraska. I'm from the Cornhusker State. It's on my stomach.
Okay.
I'm from the Cornhusker State, so it's only right. Cornfed Ted.
And did people just start calling you that?
I mean, once it was Ted Budz. Ted is my grandfather. I'm named after him. So it's Ted Budz. That's who it is. And then I never felt right taking that name because ain't nobody ever called me Ted my whole fucking life. But then after a while, you know, I did the deliveries myself. I used to do the manifest and invoice and all. I used to build really like a one-man operation when it came down shit besides the people who, you know, worked in my warehouse. But like doing everything, doing all the runs, everything, dropping off, whole nine. That's why everybody feel like they know me in the shops because
they've been seeing you.
They never knew I was Ted. They didn't know Ted was black.
I see.
They just thought I was a delivery driver. So I get there, go do a delivery. Go drop off. Say they treat me like shit. They was be a bitch towards me. Man, what's your name? Such and such. Oh, how you doing? I'm Ted. They be like, you're Ted? You're Ted from Ted Budz? Yeah, that's me, dude. Wow, what are you doing there?
Come on in. Are you thirsty?
Yeah, like, bro. Come on, you was just about to be a whole asshole to me, bro. Like, you feel me? But it's all good though. I understand. You know, and you know, it's cool. It's the nature of the business.
Yeah.
It's the nature of the business.
He said, Ted's, how you doing? I'm Ted.
Yeah.
I like that. That's what the album name should be.
How you doing?
How you doing? I'm Ted.
It's like Charlie Wilson. My name is Charlie.
Yeah, but yo, that's you had a dope journey.
Yeah,
thus far. You know what I mean? From what we caught up to so far. So obviously Ted's Budz, that's something that you started on your own?
Yeah.
Now, you got 4 sisters. How has it been like finding people to work with you?
My mom worked for me, my sister worked for me, my cousin worked for me. 3 of my cousins worked for me. You know, my best friend who hired me at GameStop when I moved to California, he worked with me. You know, shit, it's close. It's only like 11 or 12 of us. You know, the Ted Budz staff is very small, it's very close knit. You gotta be careful with who you hire in the cannabis industry because that's how you get them what you call them shits, them robberies and shit, them in-house, what you call them?
Inside
jobs. Inside. That's how you get them inside jobs. That's how you get motherfuckers to slide through because it's cash business, it's weed, people get to stealing.
Shit get misplaced.
It can get serious real quick. So you gotta work with trustworthy people. And we're weighing up weed. You know what I'm saying? So they dealing with it in its raw form. So, you know, I definitely got to be on top of all of that shit. You know,
that shit sound like the Carter.
Yeah,
yeah, right. Nah, but it's a tough industry. You know, it's definitely a tough industry. But having that type of ability to hire the people that you love, you care for, and having that around you, that has to feel pretty good as well. Yeah,
you know, the tough if we talking about the tough part of the industry, man, that like I've been in other games that's a lot tougher than this. You know what I'm saying? A lot harder to maneuver, but you know those things sell themselves. You know, it is a product that I had to really push to get it to. Now it sells itself, but I had to really push it to get it to sell itself. And I think that because you said something, but I was gonna touch on, you know, just the being, you know, hiring the people that you love and care about, having them around, you know what I mean? But it is a tough industry, you know. Yeah, it's tough. The toughest part is seeing all the culture vulture shit that go on. That's the most cringiest shit. I think that give us an example of it though. I mean, just one example, the rapper shit. I think that's the corniest shit in the world. Not the rapper, get your money. But the guys, whoever the fuck is doing that marketing to push their weed, that's corny. The motherfuckers who walk around like they so street, that's corny. The motherfuckers who act like they too cool for school, man, that's corny. The niggas who sit up here and act like they ain't racist, man, that's fucking corny. You niggas don't fuck with niggas like that. Let's keep it real. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't talking to everybody because you got some good fucking people out there. I met some good fucking people. You know what I'm saying? But why? It's like assholes out there. I throw my own festival. You know, Ted Fest every year, August 31st, come this year, tedsfest.com. But I throw my own Ted Fest because motherfuckers wouldn't let me have my way with the shit, man. Y'all won't let me rap at y'all events. Y'all won't let me trap at y'all events. Y'all won't let me do this shit how I gotta do it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let them do it. You know, all right, cool. Fuck it. I'm gonna throw my own shit. I'm gonna show you that the people fuck with me. Y'all ain't gotta fuck with me. So that's just my mentality with this shit. You know,
how tough was that coming up with that? Because you don't just throw a festival.
I ain't give a fuck. You know, my if I go do a pop up at an event at a sesh or something, like, you know, I know that I'm gonna sell some. I'm gonna probably sell more than all the other brands out there. If we talking most consistent, bro, that's me. Any nigga who want to sit over here and deny it. If I was white, if I was like any other, and not even any other, but like, bro, if I was something else, bro, you know how decorated I would be. You know how much they would praise me. You know what I mean? Because I don't put in that work, boy. And niggas don't, like, now people, they ain't got no choice but to be like, man, yeah, you doing your thing. You doing your thing. Yeah, nigga, you gotta say that. You ain't got no choice but to respect it, nigga, because I'm in your face all the time. If it ain't me, it's one of these fucking boxes.
Hey, talk to us about these boxes, because I don't know what the fuck is in these boxes, but these boxes look dope as hell.
Ted Budz 32 count box. You feel me? This for a quarter pound. I said a quarter pound for $1,000. You feel me? Out this motherfucking box. Assorted flavors. You know what I'm saying? Man, hold this motherfucker up.
Come on.
Let's see.
Nah.
You got the paper in there. Ain't no shoes in this bitch. I got some merch for y'all and some more shit. Rolling trays, lighters, and then some other shit I can't show on camera.
Yeah. Say
You feel me? But this is my grandfather. You know, I'm a shoe fanatic. You know, always been a shoe fanatic. I wasn't able to afford all these goddamn shoes. Just buy all the fake shoes. You know what I'm saying? So when it came down to doing the promo and the marketing for the weed and getting that shit out there, I decided to go with the Shoebox because I got a pink one before this that I inspired, that I got the inspo from the Nike SB box, the pink boxes that they used to do back in the day. Yeah. This one I wanted to follow Nike, but I wanted to throw Jordan on it, but it ain't Jordan. That's my grandpa on that motherfucker.
That's fire.
You know what I'm saying?
OG Ted.
Ted with the ones on, you know, with the picnic shirt on, because that's how Pop used to get down. You know,
you already know.
Yeah. So and this is what we sum. They're the gold boxes, and every year at Ted's Fest we debut a new box. You know, and people flock just like Supreme, just like motherfucking Undefeated, all that other shit. They flock just for this. I'll show y'all the videos. You know, the lines be wrapped around the motherfucking block trying to get that shit. Y'all ain't got to talk about it, but y'all niggas know what's going on, man. Straight up.
That's fire.
Come on.
So when you first started delivering this, because you mentioned how you delivered them early on, did you have that type of creative packaging back then, or was it?
I always had creative packaging. Shout out Jackie, shout out my designer, shout out Brian, shout out the whole motherfucking squad. But like, I'm an artist myself, you know what I'm saying? So I be drawing all the time. Like I draw a lot. You know, so you go to my warehouse, I've drawn all over the walls in Sharpie and shit. So it's just a bunch of portraits of people and shit. But like that's where it's like shoes. Dude. I treat this shit like shoes, and then you gotta think about the mind of the average consumer. I'm a consumer myself. I get hype off genetics. New weed that's coming out, I get hype. I get super hype. So like, that's how you gotta be with the weed and with your packaging. You know, you gotta always come with something new. Niggas would never want to smoke with the next nigga smoking. Nigga, you don't got this. You don't got this. You don't got this. You feel me?
The
so
sour
like,
mask, the what? You got the what? With the what?
So like, so you know, we pop out as many genetics as we can, as fast as we can. But the appetite of the consumer is ever changing. They always want something new. So you always got to come with a new bag. They always got to have something new.
Do people know what they be smoking though?
I always put it, if I can't show the bag, but goddamn it, you look on the back on the certificate of analysis, because each bag that you get from Ted Budz is going to come with a certificate of analysis.
Hello,
and it's going to show it's going to show you all the goddamn percentages from the CBN, THC, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And fuck you ask me again?
Do people know what they be smoking?
I put the genetics on the back of the sticker too. My bad. I'll be having brain fart. That's the weed though.
Word. That's why I wanted to smoke weed before that, because all the other people that are smoking weed could watch us and be like, "Word, me too." You know what I'm saying? That's what it is.
So if I'm a rookie, if I never, maybe I smoked weed before, but I don't know what good weed really look like. How do I test that? People say the white.
I'm so glad you asked this.
Okay.
I'm so glad you asked, because a lot of people y'all need to know. Y'all need to know. Especially because I be talking to my people in the ghetto, in the hood, bro. I want y'all to be conscious and be aware, bro. Because a lot of niggas smoking spray out there and smoking bullshit. When you smoking, you want to have that good white ash. You want to have that good white ash. You want that shit to get nice and oily all around where the ash is, right up under that. You want it to get nice and oily and resiny. You know what I'm saying? A nice drip.
See it pushing towards.
You know what I'm saying? That's just when it come down to the breakdown.
Smoke weed right now.
When it come to the breakdown, you don't want no PGR ass weed that's all hardball. You want something that's gonna break down nice, like a 7 out of 10 firmness, and it breaks down kind of velvety. Yep. And then you motherfucking roll that bitch up. It don't give you too much fight. But this ain't just these aren't just telltale signs. But also, when I look at weed and I get a nug, I'm looking at the trichomes. Those are like the crystals on it. You know what I mean? That just kind of glisten. I'm looking at those. I want to make sure that they are clear, not brown, not oxide.
We sound way too cool. We are getting banned from YouTube.
The underbelly of the weed has got to be full. There's a lot of telltale signs, especially for the average consumer, because there's a lot of spray out there. Just make sure when you smoking that weed and it tastes hella crazy and it leave your mouth coated. When you inhale and exhale, it's sprayed. If it don't stay lit, it's sprayed. If it's black as shit and the ash don't stay lit, the ash don't stay put together, all that shit, it's sprayed, bro. If it's too good to be true, it's sprayed, man. Stay the fuck away from that shit.
What's wrong with the sprayed shit? Like, what's the bad shit about it?
The thing is that it takes away I don't know if they catering to these motherfuckers who love vaping and shit like that. And all these different flavors and bubble gum, da-da-da. I'm not sure if that's what it is or whatever. Spray's been around for a long time. Niggas been spraying bubbas forever. You know what I'm saying? Niggas been spraying shit forever.
I used to have blueberry regs. That shit was amazing.
Yeah, so that
not really.
So that's nothing. But the amount of spray that I see going on nowadays, and then people throwing it in a box, bag with a toy, et cetera, it's just too much, man. Come on, we just want to smoke some fire weed, bro.
Facts.
At the end of the day, like that. From me to you, we just want to smoke fire weed, bro. Fuck all that bullshit that y'all doing out there, man.
Happy meal.
What's your opinion on that Delta A and that other THC non-Delta bullshit?
THCA?
Yeah, THCA.
It's finesse.
So I feel like, is that like the number one culprit for being sprayed with some shit?
Nah, hell no.
Opposite.
Yeah, it's finesse. It's a finesse move.
Yeah.
It's finesse move. I don't even want to burn nobody's shit.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, I don't know shit about Delta 8. I ain't never smelled. If it ain't Ted Budz or it ain't grown by the guys, man, that I've been knowing for years, bro, I don't want that shit, bro. Because it's too much okey doke. You can't tell unless you like a nigga like me, bro. You not gonna know. And even then, niggas bring me their weed. Like people bring. Yeah. Ted, please smoke my weed. Ted, please smoke my weed. Tell me what you think. Please, can you take it? Can you move it? Can you do this? Everybody coming with their hands out. You know what I'm saying? Please help. Trap God. You feel me? But nigga, it might look good as hell, but that shit won't be smoking. Be some bullshit.
I'm somebody that's always been hypercritical, right? Like I'm people bring weed up to me. I'm like, the shit, indica, sativa, hybrid, just I get high off of some of them better than others. I don't care which strand it is, as long as I feel good. You know what I'm saying? So I've been like, people like naming it all this fancy shit, but it doesn't do anything different. So prove me wrong.
Yeah, bro. People throw a lot of names on shit. They just thought, it just be LCG'd up, candy runs, da-da-da. G33s, whatever it is, G41s. It's just, so many different ways you can manipulate the plant, fucking with the temp, fucking with growing it next to something else, whatever the fuck it is, you can finesse shit, so you can call it something different every time.
Yeah.
Especially if you got the consumer base that's fucking with you, especially if you got some decent smoke, so it's ways around, but then you gotta understand that, like, bro, it's competitive. Everybody grow weed. Everybody got a plug everywhere you go. Yeah. It's somebody from Cali already got a stake, got a motherfucking flag in the ground every fucking city you go to in America. Every country you go to, somebody got some shit going on. Bro. So you really gotta have something that stands out if you want to, like, nowadays, bro. Like what people are saying, Ted Budz name is carrying very heavy. People fucking with it tough because the weed speak for itself. And I think that's
how do you trust though? Like, so I guess what I'm asking is, how could I know? So Ted's Budz gets, like, how do you know?
Don't get no fake Ted's Budz, man, because they got that
There you
out
go.
there too.
But how do you know, like, the seeds are the right seeds? Like, how are you really determining everything?
See, I gotta leave that shit up to my cultivators. You feel me? I used to grow weed, but I got asthma and some more shit now, so I really can't be in the grow like I used to. You know, I'll go buy genetics, I'll go, you know, order seeds and shit, and I'll have my boys popping for me. You know, and then when it comes out, I can smoke it. I can, you know, they trust my palate. I'm the what you call that?
You're like the
like
crash dummy.
Yeah.
Test dummy. Yeah.
Test dummy.
Yeah.
Try this.
Give it here, man. We gonna smoke it. We gonna put it to the test. You know what I mean?
Like the Romans.
You know, you gotta make sure. You know. And so, you know, that I have a very trusted palate, so my niggas know if I'm fucking with it, the people gonna fuck with it, because I'll speak for the people.
Now, let's not get away from this music shit.
Yeah,
right. Let's get back over there. Omaha, Nebraska. Was there a sound out there? You know, these cities got their own sounds, their own trends.
Yeah, the Midwest definitely got a sound for sure. It's box Chevy music. You know what I'm saying? And I would say that box Chevy / it got a Houston Pimp C type of vibe / Oakland, Vallejo, Frisco type shit. Messy Marv, mob music. You know, so that's what you get. That's what you get out there. All that dance jig shit. All that other shit, you don't really get that. Like, at least in my opinion and shit, because we grew up listening to Rich, and Rich is, in my eyes, Rich is just the dictator for the Midwest. Rich the Factor. So, you know, ain't no other niggas really pushing that sound like that. So it's just real box Chevy music. But if you talking about my shit is all jazz based. You know, my grandpa was a jazz player. You know what I'm saying? So anything they got trumpets, saxophones, anything like that, I'm jumping on that shit, and you can hear it in my music.
Slide.
You know, and I'ma slide on that shit because everything I say, it ain't no cap in my rap, but I really did it for real.
You book a studio? You got your own studio?
I got my own shit at the crib now. You know, it's crazy how everything fall together because it was all given to me. The whole motherfucking board, tool tech, Gen Lex, motherfucking raising up and down table, all that shit.
Yeah, how that gave to you?
He said, yeah, how that happen?
I distro one of the homies, you know what I mean? I take care of his weed brand and shit. He had all this shit in there somewhere to put it and shit. He knew I was gonna put it to use. So I put it to use and shit. And now we about 600 songs in there if I add them all up.
Damn.
You know, so I only work with one producer. Shout out my nigga Ramon. You know, but you know, shit is all butter.
600 songs.
Yeah.
How long you been at it like that though?
2022.
And what happened in 2022?
Nothing. I just I guess I
felt like popping my shit.
Yeah, I wasn't spread thin enough. You know what I'm saying? So I had some extra time. So I really I used to hit the studio with my one of my old employees and one of my old cultivators, Jared. So he used to fuck with the music. So he got me in there, and I just started fucking around writing. You know, enjoying just hearing what the fuck what was coming out. You know what I'm saying? It might be trash to everybody else, but I'm like, what the fuck? How I come up with this shit? You know, I'll be high in the back. I got my hoes in the front. I just all type of shit. I be like, where the fuck this come from? So it's just the art creativity side of it. It just intrigues me the most. You know, because I never walk into the studio knowing what the fuck's about to be made. You know, so.
Now I know that you've been influenced by Jeezy. Mm-hmm. Do you think when people listen to your music, they could hear the Jeezy influence?
I think Jeezy talk a little more. I talk pretty blatant, but Jeezy talk real blatant. Not just blatant, but yeah. I mean, shit. Jeezy is definitely a huge influence for me. A huge influence for me, but I don't think you could really hear too much Jeezy in my music. You know, I think more than anything. Honestly, dude, I really don't hear much of nobody in my motherfucking music.
Yeah.
I really don't, to keep it real. Like, at first I thought I heard Larry June and like Primo Rice and Kern, because these are influences to me too.
The jazz too.
Yeah, the jazz and shit, you know, but it shit feel like me. It feel like me, and I don't hear nobody else, and I don't hear nobody else talking that gangster shit like that, and not just gangster, but that money, dude. Yeah. Talking about that bread like that.
Now you obviously doing music. and in the weed game, there's a lot of people out there want to be connected. You know what I'm saying? There's again, for me, when I think about it, probably initially, I'm always going to think about Currency, right? Like he's probably the main rapper that was into that type of him and Wiz Khalifa. You know what I'm saying? When they talked about weed, it was different. It used to be Method Man and Redman, but I don't even think they were as into it as Currency was, right?
Yeah.
Have you been able to build a lot of dope relationships in the industry because of this?
Hell yeah. You know, that weed is like a magic carpet. It'll take you everywhere because everybody smoke weed. So, you know, I was able to go on tour with Styles P. I got a couple tracks with Styles P. I went on tour with RSK Nephew. I done did strings with motherfucking Shy Glizzy. I done did the Crushed Ice brand for Birdman and Slim. You know, the weed takes me to a lot of places, and the music is another conversation starter to kind of, you know, keep things rocking and whatnot, because the state of the cannabis industry where it is not much money to be made if you're not out there really promoting, going hard for it. So, in the music is just another way to promo and go hard. So we try to cross promote. So anytime I do something with an artist or do something with an influencer, like I've done them with Fulcrum, with a huge YouTube guy. I just linked up with Zen Erdo and Himothy Chung and all of them. You know what I mean? A bunch of motherfuckers, Sniper Gang, all of them. So the weed kind of takes you everywhere. It's just the longevity, and I'm a guy who really got to feel something out. It got to make sense to me, and it really got to work in order for me to really be motivated to do it, because I got to be motivated to do it.
Keep showing up.
If you're not going to market, you're not going to work with me, you're not going to, put your ideas out there or nothing like that, then it ain't no point to work. You know what I'm saying? So
that's funny. You meet somebody doing music. Hey, by the way, I still got that too.
Yeah.
You need somebody doing that. By the way, I rap.
Yeah. If all else fails, hey, I train Jiu-Jitsu. They be like, what? One of the three got to work. One of the three going to work.
It's a good way to get around.
But also an artist.
An artist, though.
You know what I'm saying? Like you could think of all the things that you've been saying throughout this time, but they all kind of go hand in hand together too, like really extremely well. Talking about the music and how short of a time period you've been like really into the music, and then opening up a show, I believe, for the Locks. That had to feel like crazy.
Shit was crazy. Like, I fuck with the Locks so goddamn tough. From all their old mixtapes on that Piff, all of that shit. I was always fucking with all that Al-Qaeda, Jada, Ghost in the Shell, all that shit. So like, the shit was surreal for me. The shit was surreal, and I ain't no starstruck ass nigga, because I feel like everybody's the same. But when you meet them niggas, man, I keep it real, dude. They got a different type of energy, and not just a different type of energy, but they walk with a certain type of grace. You know what I'm saying?
Some people got that
with a certain type of grace. You know what I'm saying?
That's what they call the aura. That's the aura.
Yeah. They got a certain type of grace, and it's like, even from, and it could just be me, because I fuck with these niggas. I don't listen to nothing I don't respect. You know what I'm saying? So I fuck with these niggas so tough. So anything that they say, I'm soaking that shit up. And it ain't like they saying no negative shit, wild shit. That's men of very few words. You know what I'm saying? Right. Especially around me, because I'm still on the outs, like high key. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I stay way in LA. I'm just the West Coast component. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, but I fuck with the music. I stay in niggas' faces, man. I stay with that heat. So, and they can't never, they gon', man, where that nigga, where Ted at, man? Where the Ted's but man, this ain't that. Like it's crazy. It's known.
Tough.
It's known.
Now, obviously, you have these relationships in the music industry. You got them in the weed industry. You got Ted Fest, right?
Yeah.
Do we pronounce it Ted's Fest or Ted Fest?
Ted Fest.
Ted Fest, right?
Ted Fest.
Have you performed at any of these?
Yeah, I created it so I could perform.
Oh shit!
That's
fire. That's fire.
They wouldn't let me perform, so I'm like, shit, I'll go perform. I know people, because people pulling up to these spots to see me perform and shit.
Yeah,
bud tenders and people fans of the weed. And they like, oh man, we stayed for your set, but then you never went up. But niggas snubbing me. not letting that go up there. So that's where the whole idea of throwing Ted Fest came from.
Oh, I thought you were saying like in order to move your brand around.
It was high key for the music.
Oh shit.
For the music.
Yeah.
That's dope.
I was destroying Smokers Club. Shout out Johnny Shipes. You know what I mean? I was destroying they shit, and they let us be a part of the Smokers Club Fest that they had down out in San Bernardino in like 2023. And when I seen it, I'm one of them niggas, you can't show me nothing, dude. Because as soon as you show me, bro,
good game.
I'm like, oh, hell no. If he could do it, I could do that shit. Like I got that kind of mentality. I mean, I know what I can do and what I can't do. So certain things I ain't gonna try.
Yeah.
But when I seen that, I was like, dude, like all these people probably smoke my weed. Or I know they are, like, I know I can do this. I knew I could do that shit. I knew I could do it from the stage to performing to motherfucking getting all that shit off. I was like, dude, I gotta throw one of these and just see what it do.
Yeah.
Did that shit and was like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? It was like, whoa. Like I said, old boy crashed his car after Ted Fest 2023.
How was it like getting ready for the first one though? Because usually that's like the hardest. And first one out the way, like fuck, people gonna pull up, man.
Every time I always think, I'm like, man, I don't know if people gonna pull up on me. If they gonna fuck with me. And then boom, 9 o'clock. What niggas talking about they slept overnight to stay in line? What? But it's always super nerve wracking. Dealing within this industry and the world we live in today, you always self-conscious of yourself. You always, you never want to look a fool. You never want to look stupid, because everything is on camera type shit, whatever. So everyone tries to play it too cool for school type shit. But, it's no denying it, man. That shit was scary as hell. Every time it's scary as hell. Every time I go perform, it's scary as hell. 'Cause I know they don't know that, and they don't know my music. I gotta get my B Rabbit on every time.
Yeah.
I gotta go crazy every single time. So I gotta bring the energy. But I have no problem doing that. In my eyes, when it come down to shit, I've been built for this shit. That's why my last album was called Mr. Make It Happen, because no matter what, niggas gonna make it happen.
Fucking make it happen. Make a way.
You heard him too. He said when y'all show him something, he knows the games. Ted Budz podcast coming soon. You heard?
Hey, I tried the podcast. I gave it up. I said, but I'm cool.
Nah, what happened, man?
I put a whole room together in my warehouse for a podcast and everything. Everything. Did it all up. But then I was like, you know what? I don't feel like talking to niggas, bro. And then I don't want people at my facility. I didn't want people, you know what I'm saying?
That's the thing.
I was like, nah, now it's just a break room where I keep all my Dragon Ball Z figurines and shit.
That's the thing too.
Now you can just collect
great promo,
too.
great self promo.
So does all the weed that be coming with the toys, like is it always trash?
Nah, it's not. But if that was me, buying and shit, I would think it's trash, because why you gotta get it? Why it come with all this extra shit?
Too much.
What I want a Rugrats watch for? You know what I'm saying? What I want a cheap ass keychain for? You know what I'm saying? And then you got to think about it, like, and I'm not happy with myself as far as when it come down to packaging, because it's super wasteful, because you can't recycle all that plastic. You can't recycle what they make those bags out of. You can't recycle. Yeah, you can't fucking recycle that shit. And it's like. I have to choose logistically whether I want to package my eighths in jars and then use up the extra gas and extra weight in the vans and the extra labor and on my guys, et cetera, or if I want to package it in 128, eighth bags, you know what I'm saying, plastic bags, and it if I see a toy box bag, all that extra shit, I'm immediately gonna be like, man, it's some bullshit. I ain't got time for it. I'm not gonna try. I'm not even gonna give it a shot.
Well, because when you think about it at scale, it really does become a logistical problem.
Yeah,
like you said, when you said it like that, I was like, damn, the weight of it, the gas having to haul it even more. Getting somebody having to carry that shit up and down.
Think about if you put that shit in boxes, bro. Like, and then you got 10 pounds. That 10 pounds is 1,280 boxes. You know what I'm saying? 1,280 boxes this big.
Pure fuckery.
Like, in the back of a van. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's wild. That's a lot of space that you're taking up. So I know that once I switch over and start doing some biodegradable motherfucking graphic bags, then I'll be able to sleep good at night knowing that, nigga, I'm cool.
Right.
I'm cool. I ain't did nothing wrong.
It started with the Mylar bags, and people started doing some crazy shit with those, and then elevated quick.
Yeah, quick,
fast.
quick.
So lately we've been hearing a lot because you're speaking about Styles P, right? And lately we've been hearing a lot of Jim Jones, Styles P. What's your take on that?
Jim Jones, Styles P or Jim Jones and Nas shit?
Nah, Styles P and Jim Jones too. That's the thing.
No shit.
Yeah.
Jim been tripping though. I'll keep it real. Jim
I think he just campaigning right now.
You know what it is?
He said, fuck it.
And I fuck with Jim, bro. So just in case he see this, I fuck with Jim Jones tough. But the internet is a motherfucker, dude. Sometimes you got to get up off that motherfucker, man. And they're like they pay motherfuckers for all. You know what I'm saying? Niggas get all them likes and get all this engagement, and they pay you for their shit to keep doing this shit,
Yeah.
And niggas got to disconnect and really see what it is and live in the real world. Not that dude not living in the real world, but my nigga, you throwing shots at loved ones for for attention. You can't say that you made a nigga famous
for motion
or gave a nigga the most motion as of lately because of engagement on social media, my nigga. What? Social media ain't shit,
fly.
bro.
It's not that fly.
You know what I mean?
I think he just trying to break the narrative of everybody calling him the oldest YN ever.
He is, bro. He carry himself like that, bro. You carry yourself like that. So like it is what it is.
YN ever.
But I don't think it's. I wouldn't even took it as a disrespect. That just would have been. I would have took it as nigga. I'm still young at heart. You know what I'm saying? I'm still young at heart.
You can just say he's different. You know what I'm saying? Like, he is different. You know what I mean? You're talking about he created his own lane.
Like nigga, you know how much money I got listening to Diary of Rich Porter, bro? I fuck with Jim Jones. Tough, nigga. Like that whole album is stupid. You know what I'm saying? So like at the end of the day, but when it come down to the internet and all that shit, bro, that motherfucker is not real, bro. Just cause they give you that money, bro, that shit ain't real, bro.
Yeah, don't listen to him. It's very real. Keep watching. So like if you had a dream scenario with Ted Fest and you were able to pick a lineup of musicians that you had up there, give me that lineup.
Oh man, like a lineup that Ted want, or a lineup for the people that's gonna bring out the craziest shit?
Nah, we want the lineup that Ted wants, where the people could.
Man, we need Jeezy up there. Jeezy, come on. We need Jeezy up there. Jeezy always put on a good show. You feel me? I'm a motherfucking need. Oh man, I need Juicy J and Project Pat immediately.
Get the shit popping.
You feel me? Ooh. I'm gonna need a Kodak in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? And then goddamn, who else I'm gonna add? Close that bitch out. I need 2006 Gucci bag, Fat Belly.
The not cloned version.
Version. I need the authentic cut Gucci, yeah.
So like when you're working on your projects, do you like working a lot on just doing your music solo? Like how does your projects come together?
I'm still figuring all this shit out. I don't know how to work with other people very well. I don't have because and this goes back to being spread so thin. I don't have the time to, or I haven't made the time. I haven't made the time to be able to get down to the schematics of really sending track outs, doing all that extra shit, checking that email, doing all that shit. All I can manage and do right now, record music and pick out the ones I want and figure out what the motherfucking what the album is gonna be called and take care of the artwork. Them the only things I can do. Anything past that, bro, is something I can't do at the moment. Not until not necessarily work slow down, but till I get adjusted and acclimated to my new lifestyle. Shit, it is what it is.
Now talk to us about your own line, right? Because you got Ted Budz, and you got all these different. I imagine you got, and correct me if I'm wrong, there's all the strands of the known ones, but then you probably got a specific one that's just you.
Yeah, I mean, like shit. Ted Budz is a brand, right?
Yeah.
Ted Budz is a California distributor, right? However, Ted Budz is also a distributor that sells its own brand, its own house flower. So, I've dropped over 100 different genetics in the legal market. in order to, like, I'm locked in with 2 growers. That's it. Those are 2 guys I've been working with for forever. You know, and so I lock in with them. We make sure we drop genetics back to back to back to back to back to back. Like I said, the appetite of the consumer keep changing. So when I speak on that, that's my brand. I can't speak on the other brand that I said that they subcontract me for work for transportation services or for, you know, co-packing services and shit, because I'm also like a union for other brands. I've distroed Doja Pack, Sprinkles, all these brands. If you was in the weed industry, bro, you probably came through my doors asking me to sell your weed, because I was known to get it off within 17 to 21 days, have your bread back to you. And if you know me, then you know this is true, because I did that shit myself. You know what I'm saying? So I don't do nets. I didn't do nets. I didn't do none of that. Everything is COD, because it's a small batch and my guys got to get paid. And I'll sell at $30 an eighth, which is $38.40 per unit. So I get $3,800 per unit. You know what I'm saying? So that's $3,800 per unit, and I gotta sell a certain amount per month in order to make my high ass fucking rent. You know what I mean? In order to make my payroll, in order to pay for these vans, because each van got to be suited with a DEA cage on the inside to make sure niggas can't take shit, and have stash for them to make sure if niggas get to breaking in my shit, break my door, break whatever, bust the window on the van, take 70 G's, whatever the fuck the case is. You feel me? I gotta be prepared for that. Which it costs to be the boss. I had no motherfucking problem ever taking an L, because I've taken huge L's that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I can only speak for myself, and you know, I feel like the things that I've done, this is really a cakewalk. I'm happy to do this. I'm happy to pay the taxes that I pay. I'm happy to take the risks that I take. So, you know, I'm happy with it. I love what the fuck I do, because I've been doing this shit forever. The risk is nothing new. So when it comes to distribution, how does that work? Like, is it just locally? No, it's statewide. Statewide. So I deliver anywhere from at the tip of California, at the bottom tip of California, down at Chula Vista, all the way up to Santa Rosa. I don't send my guys past Santa Rosa because they get racist up there. I don't got time for the police fucking with them, taking their shit. I've been pulled over. They done fucked me. They done took 200 G's from me before. You know what I mean? Say, oh, you ain't legal. This is fake paperwork. I'm like, what? No. I'm like, damn, for real? Just to tie you up? Or? You literally had me on the side of the highway for like 3-4 hours. But did they get that? Yeah, they took it. And kept it? They took it, kept it. I fought it, got it back in 6 months. Did you get all of it back? No. You know, that was the third time that shit done happened. But that was the first time it happened at work. Yeah. That was the first time it happened when I had somebody else money on me. One of my growers money on me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so then you got to think about it, bro, because you like, man, damn, I'm a distributor and I'm responsible for millions of dollars worth of weed, right? Yeah, I'm responsible for this, and now I just got pulled over for some shit I ain't even had nothing to do with. And now my guys is gonna think that, not even think that I did nothing shiesty, but think me I'm a liability because I'm black. Because now I can't just slide through this. You know what I'm saying? They like, damn, like if we get it to once before. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So then you got to think about that, the integrity of the business, and will you keep your business, because there is an unspoken thing that you have to consider. You know, your distributor is a young black man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And you know, he may be prone to getting pulled over more often. Right. He may be, you know what I'm saying? Whatever may come with that. It's crazy to see how far we've come with the marijuana industry, but also how it's still kind of the wild, wild west a little bit. It's like super gray. It's a new thing, so people don't even know how to treat it. No, they don't. You know what I'm saying? If you twerk it right, man, you could definitely do some damage. And I only say that to the people, and not only say this to the people, but I mean, to the African Americans, the minorities of the motherfucking world, bro. Like, man, y'all could do this shit. Because if you out there smoking all that weed, bro, like, y'all the top, niggas is top consumers, bro. It's just, it only makes sense that they try to get a slice of the pie. And try to get in there, man. Try not to be exploited through this process, because I'm telling you, it's going on everywhere. Thank God I have my own money. Yeah. Thank God I have my own money. Does anybody sell like an online course for how to start your own? I think they got the universities. I think Burner got Cookies University, and then you got an Oaksterdam, and it's like a LLC type. No.
Like, here's how you start a business in marijuana.
Like,
or it's just here how you get licensed.
You got predatory ass lawyers out there and fake consultants. You can't be a consultant for something that's gray. You know what I'm saying? Something that's ever changing. Something that the laws ain't even all the way dry. The ink ain't even dry. But you got people out here be like, pay me $7,500 a month. I'll do all your applications, do all this shit, take care of all your shit, compliance, everything. You know what I'm saying? But in reality, a lot of that shit. I mean, I did my licenses, everything by myself. So, but that's just me though. I ain't got time.
Now, when you think about these brands mentioning cookies, you know that's been the big hype forever. Do you think that hype is dying down behind cookies, or is it still just as loud as ever?
Shout out cookies, bro. I fuck with cookies super duper tough. They just need some new marketing. Y'all need to work with me, bro. Y'all need to work with me. And we need to do something, bro. Like, I don't see why niggas keep denying it. Like, from the shops to from the corporate level, like, nigga, y'all know every time I go, my weed be gone.
Right.
Fuck y'all got a problem with me for? Y'all want to, like, man, that shit don't make no sense to me. It don't make no sense because my shit moves. I sell it $30 an eighth. It ain't the motherfucking cheapest weed in the shop. I sell it the highest number per eighth. You know, so like, it ain't the cheap shit. But we are, and I hate to say it, but the Marlboro or Newport of the cannabis industry. You don't make no money with us. You're not supposed to make money with us. We bring motherfuckers in, and then you hope that they buy a motherfucking Pepsi, some Starburst, and a Reese's Pieces on the side. You feel me? And that's where you make your money. I'm the attention grabber, because the rest of this shit ain't grabbing attention. This shit ain't online. These niggas ain't putting in no work to make sure that shit is being pushed or none of that. So at the end of the day, pay me what you owe me, because I'm doing you a service as well. We have to coexist together. You feel me? So when it come down to cookies, shit like that, we could be doing a lot more damage if niggas put their pride aside and work, bro. Let's work. Let's run some promo. Let's do some shit. I have no problem doing shit. I don't gotta answer to nobody. I don't gotta sit over here and be like, oh man, let me call the boss and see what's happening. Like, nigga, if you want to work and you want to put some shit together, then let's do it.
Talking to me.
The only thing that I can say is that I'm one person. It ain't 10 of me. I can't be at every motherfucking shop. I can't be in SAC today and then be, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can't do that shit.
Spread out like that.
I can't. So, like, I had no problem working with people at any capacity and setting up shit that we got to do to make sure the weed fly. Because that shit is me. I'll take responsibility for everything that I do. So, fuck it. But cookies are still a good brand. They still push hard. They clothes push hard. All that shit. They just need a little bit they need some TLC. Yeah, come fuck with your boy.
Fresh look, fresh blood.
Now, in the state of California is where you're located right now. Do you plan on moving into other states?
Nope. I don't really give a fuck right now, to keep it real. Everybody, you know, I'm touching some shit. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Everybody running everywhere, trying to get overseas, trying to cross the pond, get over here, get over there, and they neglecting California. You feel me? Which I had no problem with. Cali fuck with me. I'm the brand in California that sells. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else had to shake. Everybody else did their own thing. It's more money. You get more money over here. You get more money over there. And some people just want to diversify and just expand. You know what I'm saying? And salute to all of that, because I feel it. But it's not for me. California will always dictate what the market do. I don't give a fuck what niggas is growing in Maine, Massachusetts, Germany. I don't give a fuck what they growing in Spain, nigga. This shit ain't gonna be better than what's grown right there in California, nigga. It's not gonna be better. So. You guys must follow suit. Eventually you will. You go over to Arizona, they like 2 years behind. Y'all only 4 or 5 hours away. You know what I'm saying? Y'all still smoking some bullshit. Y'all need Ted over there. Keep it real, man. They lied to themselves, man.
How crazy is it?
Most slept on nigga in the weed industry, bro. They'd rather call Cali Plug, call all these other brands.
Talk that shit.
Man, call me, bro.
You getting me hype. I want to fight somebody.
No disrespect to nothing. No disrespect to nothing, because that nigga he's a legend out here. But at the same time, bro, like, my nigga, come on, quit acting like a nigga ain't in the room, bro.
Hey,
shaking this motherfucker, straight up.
So this Ted Fest, I'm sure you had a lot of interesting things happen during Ted Fest. So I want you to tell me one of the most the most popular stories out there that people don't know about that in this room we know about. You know what I mean? Tell me one of them things that went on, because we just smoked some Lamar Odom right now, and I was wondering how that came to be.
Oh yeah, I'm scared. I don't know. I fuck with my boy Elo, man. I fuck with you, Lamar Odom. Shout out to you. You know what you did after you left Ted Budz. You know what I mean? We was hiding a bit. We was turning that old man. Make sure you pull up the Ted Fest, man, because I'm telling you, motherfuckers. Hey, you just gotta be careful. Niggas passing out, dropping like flies and some more shit. It's too much.
Trying to be cool.
Trying to be too cool. I'm telling you, bro. You gotta chill. So,
they're smoking that much at Ted Fest.
I mean, shit. There's so much giveaways, man. I'm gonna raffle off a whole pound. 4 of these boxes right here, filled up, different flavors. I'm raffling them off.
I need security to walk me to my car, man.
Yeah, word. So I'm raffling off that. I'm doing it Dave & Buster style. So when you look at each bag, you come in there, you buy a bag, you got a scratch off on there. You scratch, you register that. That's 100 points. Every 800 points, you get a free A. We either gonna do a free A for a free ounce. You know what I'm saying? We gonna be giving out so much free weed. This shit gonna be crazy.
Gotta pull up.
Yeah, we got motherfucking B Legit there, G Perico, myself. You feel me? It's super duper time, bro.
Yeah, that's all.
And we got Smoke Dizza. Nigga, and he about to have Kane and the Undertaker slamming each other on the stage. This shit gonna be lit, bro.
So if people wanted to
sounds like some West Side Gun shit right there.
Yeah,
the real
we just I just got down. I'm a sponsor for Fourth Row.
Fire.
Yeah, hell yeah. Shout out Dizza, shout out Gun. You feel me?
Hell yeah.
So
I'm a Buffalo, New York guy, so that shit.
How do people get to Ted Fest? We ain't talking nothing about like tickets or nothing or pulling up or where.
How do you get there? You gotta hop on a motherfucking flight to downtown Los Angeles. And if you want tickets, you gotta go to tedsfest.com. Tedsfest.com if you want tickets. Or you go to my Instagram, Ted's Buzz _. It's in the bio. Or Cornfed Ted with 2 D's. It's right there too. Hey. I'm telling you, this shit about to turn into something else.
And this is August 31st?
August 31st. Shit's not about to be a game.
So who you
I
got
can tell by how you talk about it.
I got Super Ray and Black Jesus, Slim Johnson.
Super Ray fire.
Shout out Super Ray.
So the Goof Scoop, that's my nigga, man.
Goof Scoop is, dog.
Because we're pulling up.
Yeah. Please pull up, bro. Please pull up. This motherfucker about to be legendary, bro. It's gonna be legendary.
Pulling up over there.
Don't wait until it's like it's Rolling Loud Coachella type shit, man. Because I'm telling you, give me 5 years.
When you think about the rappers, right? Because you mentioned Smoke Dizza, we spoke on Currency. Who do you think is the premier weed rapper?
In my eyes, premier weed rapper. All right. Check this out. Premier weed rapper. I would like to say Currency, but Currency don't really talk about strains. So you can say you smoking all you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a video of Wiz Khalifa smoking with some orange juice out his bong, and I was like, whoa. Everybody in the weed industry was like, whoa, that's kind of crazy, bro. Niggas ain't did. You don't do that when you got good weed. You don't do nothing to manipulate it, fuck with it, nothing. You don't want no grape swishers around that bitch, no flavor, nothing around it when it's some good thunder. You know what I'm saying? But when it come down to it, I would like to say, Rich talk that shit, Be Legit talk that shit, and Be Real talk that shit. Yeah. They talk about I like when you get to talking about the strains, because I'm big on genetics, so I like hearing it. I like hearing that.
That's it.
And then Rich be shouting us out, so you know I gotta fuck with that.
Yeah. Favorite song.
Yeah, you feel me?
You got a single called Turkey Bags.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that.
Turkey Bags, man, that's a special one, bro. The beat was sent over by my dog Cosmo. Shout out Cos. You feel me? TJ Murphy, they did that. That motherfucker saucy. It's a whole Bay Area vibe to the beat, you know. But then a nigga had to jump on that bitch, talk totally different, you know. Some Oakland vibes. We shot that bitch at the Grow, you know. Shot that bitch at the Grow outside the Oakland A's Stadium. You know, the Turkey Bags in general, bro, is a statement song. It's a statement song. I'm really letting people know, like, shit, and niggas is here. I'm in the dope. Thizzle picking through the turkey bags. Guaranteed I'm rolling something you ain't never had. Won't cut a deal, nigga. So why you even asking? Shit, I'm all up in this game. Thizzle everlasting. Shit, I'm all up in the field. There's money in my mattress. Shit, I'm known to keep the steel, but Thizzle ain't a blacksmith. You feel me? I keep that steel. But all I'm saying, a nigga sliding in there, and I'm keeping it all the way. I'm keeping it funky with the people, and I'm still bopping on that bitch the way niggas ain't never heard. You know, and I'm saying what's real. That's my main thing. I'm saying was this me. So like I'm fucking who don't fuck with it at this point. You know what I mean? But this is my everyday life. Turkey bags is my life now, and it's everything. It's been everything.
Is it annoying to know that you can't roll around Miami with the turkey bag?
Who said I can't roll around Miami with the turkey bags? What? Who said I won't slide down this bitch with the turkey bags, man? Hey, I'm gonna make it happen.
So obviously you hold yourself to a higher standard when it comes to the weed, right?
100%.
Gotta have all the good shit. What do you consider bad weed? Aside from like talking about the sprayed down weed, like what would you say is just bad weed?
Oreos is bad weed. Purple Punch is bad weed. A majority of Skittles is bad weed.
Why though? Why is this bad weed?
You know what? I'm giving you my personal fucking preference. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't want Oreos. Everybody know that shit trash. Don't got no taste. Don't got no smell. Beautiful, most beautiful fucking weed ever. Pure Michigan Cross. Beautiful. Don't smoke like shit. You know. Then these are the strains that you normally see in depth form. You know what I'm saying? They're not good enough for you to grow indoor. No one will waste canopy space when growing Blue Dream or Purple Punch or something. That's some shit you grow for the yield. You know what I'm saying? For the yield, so you got as many pounds as you can sell for the lowest price as possible to maximize profit and canopy space. So like, bad weed, yeah, Oreos, Purple Punch, bro. Don't come to me no motherfucking no train wreck. Don't come to me. None of that shit. And my shit is different. I'm a sativa hybrid type of guy. You know what I'm saying? That's what I normally funk off of. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty cool. So I normally like that kind of different shit, but Jack Herrera, all that shit, XJ13, all that shit. I don't want none of that shit.
So do you, obviously now you're cultivating, right?
No, I don't cultivate. I sold my cultivation license. 2 niggas cultivate for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you're getting it from your company is getting it from the ground up.
Yes.
When you're in that creative space, you wanna go do music or you wanna go to the gym. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you smoke certain shit?
For the gym, it gotta be fucking dude. Because if I go train and I'm high, and most of the time I'm coming down off high when I get to the gym, right?
Okay.
But I'll be feeling like I'm gonna hurt myself. Some shit, bro.
It gets freaky. You start to feel like whoa.
You feel a little too like limber, too loose.
Lax.
You know what I'm too lax, bro. And you got a nigga trying to fuck you up. So certain things I don't. No, if it's that serious, I'm not about to smoke. I'll smoke after. Right.
But what about for music?
Oh, music, bro. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm getting pretty high, bro.
Hold on, where do I start?
Now that I record, I can't smoke in the crib, so I gotta go to the garage every time. Okay. So I gotta lock in mentally hard as shit. Once you lock in on some sober shit,
might be good though.
And then go smoke, and I slow down, and then I get to, you know what I'm saying?
Catch it.
Yeah, then getting to catch that shit. So yeah, I'll be blowing.
Because that's how I look at weed, right? Like if I get 2 or 3 strains from 2 or 3 different people, I'm like, all right, this one I felt good. In this moment, this one I felt good at this moment. You know what I mean? So like I'll feel like I want to smoke this now while I'm doing some music or I'm listening to music or I'm watching a movie or I want to smoke this to go do this. So that's why I ask it, because I want to know if I could count on you mostly from now on, because I probably got another month and a half left to smoke. Mm-hmm. So I need to ask you some questions when I'm smoking. You know what I mean? I need to know, like, if I smoke this shit or if I get this strain, like I need to make sure I'm in that mood. Do you believe in the uppers and downers of it, the indica sativa of it?
Yeah, hell yeah. No, first thing in the morning, you know what I mean? Like, I would love to, if I could smoke peanut butter breath all day, every day, I would. Because I know I'm going to be dying fucking laughing, off of that weed. Yeah. I just try to break it down on how it just kind of make me feel in a general sense. This shit make me giggly. This shit had me talking some crazy ass shit, had me real creative. You know, this had me slumped, so I'm gonna smoke this before sleep. So now I kind of like, you remember on How High when he like opened up the Mexican Academy, was like, you know what I'm saying, going through which one? Yeah. Exactly. So like now it's just you know, as far as when it come down to the creativity and the different strains and shit, yeah, I'm very conscious of what the fuck I'm smoking. Even from my own shit. I don't want to be down like that all the time, especially when I got, you know, means with accountants, means with lawyers, shit like that. And I'm like, bro, I'm blowed. And they know me. They know I'm doty pretty much every time. But I'd rather be like a creative, uplifting, euphoric doty.
Yeah. Is there any peanut butter breath here?
No. I can't. It's very hard to get the true cut of peanut butter breath. Shout out Dub's Garden. Please get that cut again, Frank. Please.
Would you say that's like your favorite strand ever?
Yeah.
All right.
That's what turned me up. That's what really got me. First it was birthday cake. When cookies first came out, birthday cake, wedding cake, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
That's how I feel about Super Silver Haze.
Really?
That's my favorite strand.
When the last time you seen it though?
You said a lot of names I ain't seen in a while.
Maybe before the pandemic.
Jacket.
It's crazy because I just seen some Super Silver Haze last year. They probably poured it by now, but I know one facility is still growing it.
Damn. Okay.
And shit was still,
Still fire, right?
Like, I don't like that shit.
You don't like it at all?
No, I don't like haze, bro. I don't like haze. No. Every time I seen it, I was like, the fuck?
That's my favorite weed ever. I used to call it Silver Surfer. I was like, that's my shit right now.
I should try that shit. Now, back then I was like, you know, I was like, nah, because I get geeked when I get weed. New weed, I'll be geeked. You know, if it's new genetics or something niggas ain't got, I get geeked just like anybody going to.
Yeah.
So like
new drop.
The hazes and OG and all that shit, it don't do it for you. You need
I don't smoke OG. I don't like to go to sleep. Like, last thing a nigga need is a napping.
Yeah. Yeah, because you don't want something to slow you down. That'd be the end of your day.
I love indica, man. To me, that shit is like a treat, bro.
At the right time, though, man.
Yeah.
If I got shit to do, bro, I need to be up. I need.
Maybe because I got like a hyperactive brain or some shit, but that shit be keeping me level, bro.
It keep me, I'll be doty after a while. I'll be like, you know what I mean? Just slow-mo. I'll just be real slow. By the end of the day, and then I got the baby at home, so I'm like, bro, nigga, I cannot come home.
Can't you feed yourself?
You know what I'm saying? Like, barely able to,
yeah, right.
Like, I can't be falling asleep before my baby.
I don't know, maybe something wrong with me.
She telling me good night.
It's a lot of people that are different, man. I know people that smoke right before they go into training and have a blast with it. Me, that's too much for me.
My coach do not like that shit.
Yeah,
he cannot stand that fucking shit, thing. Bro.
So mine don't particularly love it either, just for respect of the room, not necessarily for whatever reason. But I'll take a corner of an edible with some pre-workout and be right in the middle, in the matrix.
No, I've been trying drinking matcha in order to get that energy back because at work, shit, I'm smoking at work.
You're right.
You know,
that's a healthy way to do it. That's one healthy way to do it.
Yeah, so.
Can you speak on that? Because, like, it sounds like you got something on your chest, like you're being almost blackballed, it feels like.
Let me be clear, though.
You know?
Yeah, let me be clear. Can't no nigga blackball me. Straight up. Because I'm going to figure out a way to get in this bitch regardless. I always have, always will. But my whole thing is I just got a problem just with the amount of sucker shit I see, bro.
Because like, I hear you paying homage too. Like, shout out to them. But the shit that's happening right now, it sound like...
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I just believe in what I'm doing. I find a lot of shit just to be some sucker shit in my eyes. Like, I ain't trying to have no, you know, I ain't got no hate in my heart or nothing like that. But I'm a black man, bro. You know what I'm saying? And like, in my eyes, like, I'm like, niggas ain't even really been duly compensated or recognized in this industry when we make up so much of the consumer base and other industry in general.
What's dope.
So when I see a nigga perpetrating or I see a nigga faking a funk and I know that nigga ain't really did it, just the same way with music. Like, nigga, I don't believe what you just rapped about, what you said. You ain't touched that, you ain't did that. Just like them. I don't believe it. Don't talk, nigga, let me be clear for the niggas who sell weed, bro. Selling weed is not trapping, nigga. You not street because you sell weed, nigga. Let me keep it real, bro. So please don't compare yourself to me or what the fuck I do or the way I see things is different. You know what I'm saying? The way I see things is different because I've had my life on the line. I've had my freedom on the line. My niggas is sitting down doing 25 years right now. Another one fighting murder. So like my nigga, I got niggas dead and gone, bro. Like I got a chip on my shoulder.
Right.
I got a chip on my shoulder because I don't like the sucker shit I'm seeing, bro. It irks me. It irks me. And I'm not saying y'all supposed to be street, but stop talking like this weed shit is street. Nigga, it's not street, bro. It's not street. So like just come on, bro. You niggas, man, a lot of niggas had handouts, bro. So like don't compare yourself to me. I don't respect your situation, my nigga. You feel me? The waves and the milestones that people make in the cannabis industry. I'm not taking that away from nobody. But nigga, don't come over here trying to take from me and my people, trying to advertise your shit to us, and you ain't giving back to us, you ain't fucking with us, and you don't hire nobody that look like us, my nigga. You feel me? So like, that's my chip on my shoulder. What I guess is, I'm come from a single parent home. I don't know how to communicate very well. Yeah. That's why I draw so much.
I hear what you're saying.
That's why I draw so much. Because that I can explain myself a lot better if I was to draw it for you.
I see.
I could draw myself sad as shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I could draw how I'm feeling, nigga.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm just saying, like, bro, the sucker shit I see going on, bro. Like it ain't got nothing. Black, brown, yellow, whatever the fuck it is, bro. Like nigga, it's a mentality and it's a lifestyle. If you ain't come from this shit from the ground, I'm not saying you can't have it, can't be in this shit. I'm not saying that for nobody.
Like you really
so you speaking on and this is some real shit, right? You're speaking on having communication issues, like, you know, coming up from that background, right? When some people hear you, this tone right here will be intimidating to them to say, I can't work with that guy. You know what I mean? They'll think that it's intimidating because of that communication. Do you do anything? Do you read any books to help you improve your communication or to deal with those things?
No, not the moment. I train Jiu-Jitsu to learn patience.
That'll do it.
I train Jiu-Jitsu to learn patience. I get my ass whooped.
It's always a bigger shark.
You know what I'm saying? I get my ass whooped. I get humble. That's why if I don't train for it, man, I'm uptight. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad I trained Jiu-Jitsu because it's giving me so many different outlooks on life and see, you know, it within this life, and then within the positions that we're in, so many people depend on us, right? And you know, check on us based upon, you know, yeah, they love for us, but what we do for them. In this situation, when I go to Jiu-Jitsu, them niggas don't want a fucking thing from me but the roll. Let's roll.
Word.
They want me to get better. I want them to get better. That's it. That is whether he's an FBI agent, whether he's an accountant, a lawyer, a doctor, whatever he is. Because they don't know who they rolling with. Yeah. To them, oh man, that's Ted, the wee guy. You know what I'm saying? They don't know the nigga before Ted. You know what I'm saying? So like,
the thing is, everybody agrees. Leave that shit at the door.
Leave that shit at the door.
When you come in here, this is what we do, and honestly, you scrapping, so you don't have time to think about much else either. So it does a lot for the mind and for the mentality. I wouldn't mind taking up and reading something. You know, the last one I was reading, A Message to the Black Man. You know what I mean? So like, it's just, you know, I'm always on a search of trying to be a. Thank you for bringing that up. Yeah. I'm not trying to be intimidating to nobody, bro. I'm just saying I don't like the predatory behavior on my people. That's you know what I'm saying. I don't like the exploitation of my people. I wish a lot of niggas would tell you motherfuckers no. Fuck that money that you got, nigga. Fuck that 15 bands, nigga. You's a cornball and what you doing, I don't represent. What have you done for us, nigga? And not even just what have you done for us. Like I take care of my people. I look out for my people. That's what I do for us. I got a big ass family. You know what I'm saying? And I'll make sure that we cool. But you know, when it come down to that weed shit, bro, it's just a lot of exploitation. I don't know if people can see it. Yeah. I don't know if they see it, man. You know? Yeah,
they don't really understand it. So there's a book, and I brought that up for a reason, because when I see that in people, I'm always like, I wonder how much doper he'll even be after these things, right? There's a book called The Science of Social Intelligence, and in that book, as soon as it starts off, it's like, just picture you right now, you walk into Starbucks, right? When you walk into there, you're ordering a coffee, but bitch is giving you attitude. You know what I mean? It don't sound right. Like, yo, I'm gonna get a espresso. Okay, what size you want? You know what I mean? It's like, well, fucking why you coming at me with that tone, right? So you get that. Now you automatically feel that way. So you're like, grande. And yeah, I know the goddamn sizes of fucking Starbucks shit. I need a grande. You know what I mean? Yeah. And you're going through that, and now it's like she's sitting there like, why is he giving me this attitude? Who the fuck does he? Now you got a chess match going on. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So basically, in that book, it says it's explaining it to you like, now every time you come into that store, when that's your cashier, oh, this bitch again. That's how you feel. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But you don't know shit. But in reality, what actually happened is that cashier just found out her mom died. Mm. So when you walked into the store and you were asking her for the coffee, she wasn't getting loud with you. She was about to cry. Mm. And she was trying to hold it together. But since you felt that way and you gave her attitude, she's thinking like, I'm already having a fucking tough day and I got this asshole fucking trying to bark over me. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So those things can be happening, and then we got our guard up, and now every time we see these people or we talk to these people, it's like, man, fuck you. That's how you feel. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But our communication should tell us, like, we don't know yet. Mm-hmm. So chill out for a little bit, because we don't know what the real situation at hand is here. Yeah. And once you start mastering shit like that, which I feel like in the last 2 or 3 years of my life is when I really started mastering that after reading that book. Mm-hmm. And now when I talk to people, I'm like, okay, maybe I just read it wrong. Because I definitely want to snap right now, because they definitely said some shit that just made me feel a certain way. I want to snap, but maybe I read it wrong. So I'm going to give it another chance to see what's up. Because, you know, you can see it. Mm. And sometimes you take a step back and you let them express themselves and you feel like there's change.
This happened literally last week. I was doing the delivery. And I went to 7-Eleven. That was right next door to the shop. And I went and got a water. And this homeless dude outside, like probably 100 degrees that day. Hey, man, you want a water? He's like, yeah. I'm like, all right, cool. I'll get him a water, come outside, hand it to him. I said, there you go, buddy. There you go, buddy. He didn't say shit. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? I should go take that motherfucker back. Like, what the fuck? Bless, like, you know what I'm saying? It's hot than a bitch out here. Like, I ain't have to do that. But now I was like, you welcome, bro. I was like, how come you didn't say it? At first I said, you welcome, and I just kept walking. Then I said, you know what? Because I was pissed. I was like, hey, dude, how come you didn't say thank you? He was like, oh, man, I didn't hear you. And I said, oh, man, all right, it's cool. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But I almost walked away thinking that, like, you know,
I'm never going to give him a water again.
And not even just give him a water, but just thinking, man, this guy's a dickhead. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Right. You know, because you clearly just said you wanted a water. Yeah. And now you playing mute, but he couldn't hear me, though. But just something just small like that. So like, but I 100%, dude. Like when I speak with that passion, I get upset like that is because of the exploitation. When I walk around this motherfucker, I ain't mad at nobody. I'm smiling. I'm chopping it up the same way that we do. You know what I'm saying? But like, you know, I'm a very non-confrontational person. I don't want no fucking problems with nobody. I'll let you get up. I'm the type. I'll disappear before I say something to you.
Right.
Because I don't need it.
Listen, bro, sometimes that be the problem too, though. Because you sweeping it under the rug and then trust. And I'm speaking from experience, okay? I ain't just preaching. Like, you get in the habit, it's only a matter of time before that bomb go off. You know what I'm saying? You keep stuffing it with gunpowder, now, boom. Mm-hmm. So sometimes being so passive is a bad thing too. You start to be like, man, you niggas think I'm soft. All right. It make you want to jump out your chest a little bit, like, man, I've been too nice.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so, like, you know, and they be quiet as kept, you know, just sticking to trying to remember and motivate myself and keep reminding myself that, you know, ain't none of this shit real. Yeah. You know?
And in the business that is booming, right, there's a lot of it. You know, we, as the minorities or the people that hustle coming up, we learned a lot more than the white boys did, especially in our time. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But it's not I can't even say the white boys, right? Like the certain type of white boys that had nothing to do with anything that goes on with any of this. You could sell them. We used to call it Buffalo Brown. You could sell them Dutchy guts. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And they're gonna buy this shit. So those are the people now. that are owning these businesses are getting in and trying to tell somebody else what to do.
We call them Chads and Brads. Brad and Chad.
Just so happens to be two of the whitest names out there.
You know, hey, look, man, we love white folks, man. We love everybody. This goes for motherfuckers faking the funk, like you said. You know.
It's just like it's tough to navigate through when somebody else is telling you what to do and you really know what's going on. So it's that it takes that. You know what I mean? Because if you came up in any sort of street life and you dealt with people like that, you know that the communication, they can't even hear you. But you can't hear them either.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? So as soon as they start talking, I remember the first time I moved into like a white neighborhood. Right? Like I found out about sarcasm. I didn't know about sarcasm prior to that. Like everything was blunt. It was what it was for my first 14, 15 years of life. Everybody was always blunt. And then it was like, yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck did this dude just say that shit to me like that for?
Yeah, what that mean?
Yeah, like, why, yeah. All right, bro.
Yeah, I said that already.
What the fuck was that? Like, why are you talking to me in that type of tone that used to aggravate the shit out of me? And so, like, there's all these barriers in our way with those type of people. Now, these guys are trying to jump into the industry and almost like say, well, this is how it goes, and this is what that shit has to be aggravating as hell.
Yeah, so it's pretty aggravating, bro. You know, but it's all good, man. I'm here for it. Like I said, we were recession proof, so at the end of the day, we gonna always be here. We can't get pushed out by the Walmarts and the Chads and Brads, you know, the people with money. I ain't gonna say just the people with money, the corporate.
What do you think that you can do, or that can be done to change that, to improve the relationships?
The relationships. Which relationships?
Between people like yourself and these other companies that are kind of holding it close.
You know, I think people need to be more open to collaborating. There's a bunch of companies I love to collaborate with. It's a lot of people I respected before I got in this shit. You know, because I just was fans of their weed. You know what I mean? Because I was just a connoisseur in general. So
that's the game, man. The collab.
The collabs, bro. I just want to give the people what they want. You know. So you know, I don't feel like you know, I get the rain and I get the tripping and shit like that because I'm passionate about it and I put my life on the line for this shit. I don't know if you did. You know what I'm saying? But I did. You know. So I take this shit very serious. Right. You know, and you know, I don't mind working with anybody, just don't be a dickhead. You know what I'm saying? That's it. It's a lot of egos in weed, you know, because normally you gotta think about the average grower, the average weed guy. Or not even just weed guy, but a grower, you gotta think, and no disrespect, no growers at all. If you cultivate, you get it on. But most of them are like not socially awkward, but introverts. They don't want to sit over here and, you know what I'm saying, like, converse and be in a mix with all these motherfuckers and all this extra. You know what I'm saying? Like, they not into that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, like, and then you growing something that you have possession of, that you take pride in and give so much of your time to, et cetera, people become emotionally attached to it. You know, emotionally attached to that
from a
shit.
seed, and here it is in this nice bag.
And this nigga about to come by it and manipulate it and spray it and put this on it and do that, call it blueberry something.
The nerve.
You know what I'm saying? But like, you know, like most of them is socially awkward. So like, you know, it's just the weed. I don't know. The weed industry is full of egos. It's like it's full of egos, man. It's funny though. It's funny. You know.
Do you put this in the music?
I talk about the weed sometimes. I mostly talk about my past life. And then I talk about the money I talk about the money. I try to keep niggas motivated by talking shit to them like my uncle used to talk shit to us. I remember my uncle told me, he said, nigga, I'm gonna move out there, get all that money you supposed to be getting. You know what I mean? I'll never let that shit go. I said, I gotta get my funds up.
That's some old ass shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Get you riled up.
Gotta
get me up.
And I've been fired up ever since. I said, nigga, you know it's the same charge whether you do 1 or 100. I said, it's on. I said it's on. So, you know, that's how I kind of come at the consumer to piss them off. You know what I mean? To piss them off and the one to get some money. You know what I'm saying? To piss them off and make them, you know, and let them know that, like, bro, Like, I'm just like y'all. Because a lot of people come to me, man, you inspire me, or you do this, that, or third. People drive from all over. When they come to Ted Budz, they come from all over. You know, and so like,
it's a good feeling, man.
Yeah, the amount of people come in, you inspire me, you do this, that, and the third, or want some advice. I get my number to everybody. I get my number out like Mike Jones.
Smart.
I'm telling you, you could call me. I got niggas calling from Alabama. Hey man, Ted, I ain't talked to you in 2. I appreciate you taking my call, man. Just always let you know, man. I fuck with the new music you doing, man. Me and my lady, man. You do a show in LA, I'm on my way. He know who I'm talking about.
Yo, that sound like a skit on your next tape.
The homies call from the feds, man. Hey, what's up? Well, yeah, I get to tell them all that shit I got going on. You know, just try to keep them motivated. You know. Shit, as soon as you come home, nigga, it's on.
Is there a way you could drop music exclusive with like an actual flower drop or something like that?
No, yeah. So my first few albums, I named them after strains, and I used to name all my songs after strains. But I knew after a certain amount of time I was gonna run out of strains. You know, I was like, oh shit, because we was record music every single night. So you know, trying to get 2-3 songs in at a time.
But I'm saying, like, as an exclusive drop, where if you purchase a box or a bag of this, I can also get this album.
I mean, no, I have not. If you look at the QR code will take you to the music, but I have not done anything to like promote the music alongside like an actual drop that went along.
Just something to think about. It might be some dope way to artistically do that.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I'm saying? Something.
Trying to
how they did them $100 albums like we always talk about, like how they do that exclusive and just up the value and create intense hype.
Yeah,
might be able to do that. The only way you can smoke this is if you buy my album.
Real shit.
Yeah, hello.
How do you regulate something?
Put it behind the wall. Well, I guess right, because if I scan it, he can scan it too, right?
It's only available in certain states or something.
Or you got to log in and you purchase it. Your transaction code or whatever the fuck is in it. The only way to get it is if you buy it. You go to my website, you have access to my music.
Yeah. See that's the toughest.
Oh well, but the thing is that you inceptioning them with the strain. You've never tried this before. You've never had it before.
But download the album and you'll get in.
And the only way you can try this strain.
Download the album.
And you could only download it once.
Yes.
That's
but hold on. What if it's?
There's a way. There's a way.
No, because
we're right there, boys.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like if you do something like that, you put it so where it's only able to be downloaded once, right? So like after that,
I don't even
like
know what that would be.
Apple Music or something.
That's what I'm saying. I don't even know.
No. There's no more. There's companies that are releasing their own. Like it's even LARussell, you know LARussell? Mm-hmm. LARussell distributes his music like that, right? It doesn't even hit the streaming platforms right away. Mm-hmm. He does it right on even.biz, I believe. Even.biz. Yeah, so when he drops his albums, you got to buy it. And the way LARussell does it is fire. You name your price.
This is what I'm saying, Cookies.
Offer base.
This is what I'm saying. Nigga, we could sit up there and we could do us a promo. I'll drop an exclusive strain. You can only sell it to people who scan and download the album, right?
Yeah. We might have just gave away some money, but
nah, that's what this shit is about. It's not our game.
We need the Danza strain.
Yeah, that would be fire.
Here you go.
Everybody would like this.
But then I'd have to smoke a lot more.
Hello.
You know?
I'll smoke it for you.
There you go. You know, somebody just recently hit me up about a vape, right? And they sent me a message, this kid I know from way back when. And he's like, yo, you ready to get this money I got, or get you some money smoking vapes? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, and he's talking good money. And I'm like, yeah, but I just gave up vaping because that shit is trash.
Artificial.
But I mean, if you give me $200,000-$300,000, I might start vaping again. You feel me? Like
dual chambers and shit. Hey, yeah.
But nah. So what are your opinions? Because I heard you mention that they're that some of these weed strains try to mimic with vapes, right? Like the flavors and stuff like that. What is your opinion on vaping in general?
I don't fuck with vaping and keep it real with you. I ain't gonna lie, I vaped at one point in time.
Of course.
You know, was eating a lot of shrooms and shit at that point in time in my life.
Them two go hand in hand.
You know, just because you gotta understand, when you eat shrooms, bro, well, at least when I eat shrooms, my anxiety kick up and I gotta continuously chain smoke. in order to keep my shit until the ride goes down and I'm able to coast. If you know, then you know. But as far as like vaping and shit like that, no, I don't agree. Not anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, you used to do it.
Yeah, just recently.
All of it.
Hell yeah. I think I stopped doing that shit like a year, some change ago now. But like that shit definitely, like for a minute, it had a hold on me. I was like, what the fuck? Because I just wanted to. Now let me stem this back to that high shit. I didn't want to get high and be blacked, but I wanted the head change. I wanted the head change. That's it. But I wanted to still be able to function and be cool without having to smoke or face a whole blunt.
Slow down.
You know what I'm saying?
And be committed to it.
Be committed to it. So like that's where the vaping came in at.
Yeah.
You know, and then it was just smoking split. I mean, I was smoking split before that, blah, 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 the whole nine. Now I'm just smoking grabba because I'm like, it's doing everything. I'm cool. I just hate rolling the bitches. But when it come to motherfucking vapes, man, even when it come to weed vapes, concentrates and THCs and shit like that, Ted Fest, I am gonna do a cold fire collab, so make sure y'all pull up for that. But I don't really agree with carts and shit like that. Vaping and shit, that the art of the heating up of something to like
glass.
Dope. You feel me? Like
all types of
like I don't like
you a flower man.
I don't like it. Now if we go
I'm
somewhere,
with you on that, bro. I think flower is and should always remain superior.
Always.
Like, yeah, all these other tricks of the trade, that stuff cool, that's just fun, but it's like a party trick. Like, get you something that's gonna get you through the night, okay?
The high's totally different. And then fucking with them vapes, they start getting you headaches and shit like that.
Yo, the headaches are intense, bro.
Intense, bro.
Intense as fuck.
Intense. I'm cool. I'm cool on that shit.
So I got a couple weed strains that I wanted to ask you a question of, and I'm gonna let you rate them 1 to 5.
Word.
All right. We're gonna start with runts.
So many. See, when you say runs, I think about so many different variations of runs. 2.5.
2.5. High tolerance.
2.
Cali plug.
1.5.
Damn.
No disrespect. I mean, shit. I'm keeping it real with you, nigga. People say my weed ain't good sometimes. Fuck it.
OG Louis XIII.
4.
Huh?
4.
Gumbo.
Never had it.
Really?
Never had it. Never had it.
Honesty.
Man.
Like it.
Yeah. Cookies.
Like cookies the strain?
Yeah.
Which cut of cookies?
I don't know.
It's all time.
4.6.
Nah, see, I don't. For me, like, when I smoke, I'll get into it, but I'm not all the way into it like that. So when I get to talk to somebody, I'll talk your motherfucking ear off. You know what I mean? We'll be at this podcast till 7 in the morning trying to figure out, like, okay, what's this one or what's that one? What we smoking now? You know what I mean? Because that's just how I get in those moments. Like, and I love to read.
Yeah, hell
so
yeah.
if I could smoke and just go through a book, an Audible book too, man, I'm good.
I'm gonna get on them audiobooks.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get on that shit, bro. I just like to hold an actual book. I'm a real analog person.
Yeah, me too. But I think for me, and I'm gonna give you a book too by my boy Marco called Self Mastery in the Digital Age.
Hell yeah.
But for me, like, if I'm driving, I don't want to listen to music all the time. I just started going to this spot called Sweat House, right? It's they got a sauna and a cold plunge and a shower, and it's your room for an hour. So you can do the sauna for 20 minutes, go in the cold plunge for 5 minutes, and go back to the sauna to go back to the cold plunge. You know what I mean? To kind of revitalize your body. But you got the Bluetooth in there. So you're in the sauna. Fire. And so I'm like, the first time I went over there is music. The second time is music. And then the next time I'm like, I'm really like tapping into a different side of me right now. I'm about to just listen to books. And so I play the audiobooks and I'm just, cause you're thugging it out in there. You know what I mean? You're in there for 20, 30 minutes in the heat or in freezing water. Yeah. You got to tap in.
You do. I don't know. I
you
might
know what
need
I'm saying?
The music.
Nah, man. The book had me in a whole different place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know what that, sometimes, cause I drive for long periods of time. You know what I mean? So listening to music don't do it. Sometimes that shit. So I turn on like the Neil Tyson Degrassi and listen to his podcast, the Grits and Eggs podcast.
The Danza Project.
Danza Project. You know what I'm saying?
Little Joe Rogan.
Little Joe Rogan. You know what I mean? Like, just to hear something, bro. Because or then or get on the phone. Because sometimes, man,
you gotta stay engaged the whole time, man.
Because I got that. I'm telling you, man. So I could listen to that ignorant shit, but sometimes, I'll be like, shit.
I don't believe you murder.
It just be too. You start to really absorb that shit.
No, I believe that's real. I believe that's real.
I used to listen to Brother Lynch Hung all the time. You ever listen to Brother Lynch?
We were talking about that earlier. That's that Midwest style.
What's that?
Brother Lynch from Sac. He a Sacramento on there. He a Crip nigga. Okay. And he talk nothing but that Satanist type.
Oh,
almost
man.
like 3-6 Mafia type shit from back in the day.
In a good way?
In the 90s, that's what was big. That sick.
It's almost like horrorcore, but it kept on going. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta hear this.
Like,
he talk crazy. He hard as fuck. He hard, bro.
Okay.
He hard. That nigga hard.
Like on some Tech 9 type shit? What we talking about?
Yeah, pretty much, bro.
But that's all I'm saying about your music. I hear some of that influence in it.
You can hear it?
Yeah, a little Brother Lynch Hung.
Yeah, that Brother Lynch, bro. Hard.
I want y'all to put me on. I wish we could play it. Goddamn.
Yeah, he hard, bro. He hard like, the epitome, or what is that? Some West Coast shit. When you hear him,
okay.
It's a West Coast legend, for real.
You gonna think Colors or some shit.
Wow.
So what does Ted Budz do on 420? How does that event look like?
Ted Budz is out doing deliveries, trying to get it to the shops on 4. You know what I'm saying? Before 420. So that's my Black Friday every year. So I know that I'm gonna have 100+ deliveries on the board. It's only 3 drivers, including me. You know what I'm saying? And so we got to cover this whole state, over 100 shops, in 2 days. So that means that, each of us going to take 33 apiece, within, a day, or 15, 16 a day.
Out of there.
Out of there, bro. Boy. Out of there.
So we got to cover the whole state.
I know you say the Bay and the music you had and the influences, but it wasn't really the E40 or the LARussell types, because they got the more of the hyphy. Right, the hyphy movement.
Yeah.
But when I listen to you speak about your weed business and how you operate it sounds awfully similar to the way LARussell does his music business.
Really?
With Good Company.
Hello.
I think that is a connection that needs to happen. I seriously think so.
I totally agree, because I was talking to the homie Doe about that. I said, man, what's up with LARussell, bro?
Yeah.
LARussell, the truth, bro.
He's the
we went out to
Confirmed.
his compound to interview him out there. And I mean, he's got a content room. He's got a studio. He's got a live performance room.
That's hard.
He's got a basketball court out there. You know what I mean? They're just different little buildings right next to each other. You know what I'm saying? So it's dope. But
see, he's smart, bro.
But you don't take that away from you. That's why I'm sitting here telling you about what you got going on. It sounds awfully similar to what he's got going on. So you're incredibly smart on what you're doing too, because his business, his family, his mom, his sister. You know what I mean? He right out.
I ain't know none of this shit. I ain't know none of this shit.
Yeah. So when I hear that, I hear a lot of similarities. You know what I mean? His music, when he does those shows and stuff like that, and he does his concerts in his backyard.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And I think he's smoking too. So
he got a whole album called Omaha that he did in Omaha, which I didn't even know. You know what I'm saying?
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, that is kind of crazy. Yeah,
yeah, dead ass, bro. If you look on his Apple Music, he got a whole mixtape called Omaha.
It's good.
And so LARussell, man, I'm gonna be reaching out, man.
Yeah.
Be on the lookout, bro.
Hopefully we can make it.
Yeah, I'm gonna make that happen. Yeah.
Right. Yeah,
set y'all up in a fucking group chat and be like, y'all two are the same motherfucker right here. This will be a dope ass network to build right here.
I can hear him laughing now. Shout out LARussell. Good company.
What do we got coming for the next project though?
Next project, man, I got 2 different ones. All right, so one is called Acid Trap. Acid Trap. That's because it's filled with nothing but funkadelic, psychedelic type of beats, and I'm talking crazy, and I'm in it. I ain't gonna lie, the niggas off that mud, so I'm talking shit. I'm talking shit. And then the other 1,000 pounds and counting is all cruising type shit, cruising boppy, pretty similar to Mr. Make It Happen, but with more of an edge to it,
with some even harder beats on that bitch. You know what I mean? Real box Chevy shit. Something for the street, for real. You know, so yeah, 1,000 pounds and counting, and be looking out for Acid Trap. That's the genre I'm in. You know what I'm saying? Acid Trap.
Now, you mentioned that you didn't start off having a heavy passion for music, but now you got all these trades that you're in. Mm-hmm. If you were to like really make it in one, like and let's put it in perspective. Let's throw all three in there, right? Mm-hmm. Let's say you had a UFC debut to become a champion, right? Mm. You get to have the #1 album in the country, or you could have the best dispensary out there.
Sacrifice my body. Sacrifice. What was the other one?
The music. Sacrifice
my privacy. And what was the other one?
Dispensary.
Sacrifice my funds. I'm gonna take dispensary. Yeah, I'm gonna take dispensary.
What would be next?
Then it would be the UFC.
That shit would be fire.
Need that.
Yeah.
Need that.
What does that do for you though? Like being able to compete daily, like
the confidence, the confidence, the self-esteem. Although I'm doing damage to my body and damage is being done, there's so much good shit coming mentally from doing this, which can also go left.
Yeah,
which can also go left. However, the confidence that would bring, not that, you know, I'm just looking for confidence, but the self-esteem boost, everything, bro. Nice. Like, man, I would love to have that adrenaline rush. As far as on the music shit, of course, that'd be the last fucking thing. I got a fucking family. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I got a family, I got people to protect, and when you out there like that, they become targets. You know, that you know, shit. That's why, you know, my girl know, you know. Anybody that ever dealt with me in general know. You know, like, bro, we got to be low out here. You know, so.
And you mentioned you put her through training as well.
Yeah, she trained Muay Thai. Hell yeah. Hey. Hell yeah, she trained Muay Thai. Just in case you got to beat a bitch up. You know what I'm saying?
Go get her.
Now, baby. What is it, you know, being that you have a daughter now? Mm-hmm. How has that changed you as a man and your approach towards everything?
You know, I had sisters before that. You know, I got 9-year-old sisters, you know what I'm saying? So, and I've always been somewhat of a father figure to them. So I feel like, and then I got my other 2 sisters, so who younger than me. So, and I really helped raise them. So I feel like I've been training for this my whole motherfucking life. You know, so now when it come down to it, I'm so used to dealing with females. I'm so used to dealing with, you know, children and shit like that. I'm the one when I walk in the door, all the kids run up swinging on me. You know what I'm saying? Swinging on me, flicking me off, talking shit to me. You know what I mean? I'm that cousin. But, you know, I just felt like, damn, would you ask me
again? Your daughter, how has she changed you?
Oh, yeah, bro. Now I'm not playing with these niggas, bro. I got a battery in my back. That's the biggest thing. I'm not playing with niggas. I'm not about to explain myself. I'm not about to lend you shit. You know what I'm saying? Like the excess, right. The fat meat is over. As a man, of course, I love to be able to say that I can do it and I can provide and not say no. That's what we work for. You know what I mean? And the type of person I am, I'm the type of, I'll give it to whoever asks me. And people around me know that. You know, and so, you know, I know that it's been times where people taking advantage of my kind nature. You know, and that's okay. It may not be okay, but it's okay. You know, because at the end of the day, when situations fall off or friendships die, and et cetera, I know I did everything I could. I know I was thorough throughout the whole situation. You know what I mean? Fuck the money. The amount of laughs and memories I got with my homies and my people that I work with, my family and shit, I'll never trade that for the amount. I'll never trade that for the amount of money. No amount of money. This entire journey, none of that shit at all. It's all about them. When I say I don't say I, it's we, it's us. It's us. Cause I couldn't be me without y'all. And y'all couldn't be what y'all doing without me. So like I'm very appreciative of them. My employees, I got their own separate brand for all of them. So that way every month they get a bonus. You know what I'm saying? Every month they get a bonus. How the fuck you expect to keep employees, man? Keep motherfuckers sit up and looking at a white wall weighing up, working with their fingers, getting carpal tunnel, slouched over all fucking day, think they want to work there for the rest of their life. You know, at you know, this certain number, this fixed income or whatever. I gotta add something extra in there, especially if I'm eating.
Smart.
The fuck is, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is, what's the, you know what I'm saying? Why the fuck wouldn't I make sure that they got something extra? They got kids, they got families. I give a fuck about them.
Got to.
You know,
take care
whether or not I know if they give a fuck about me. You know, maybe it's just about what I could do for them. A lot of times a nigga feel like that. You know, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
You know,
Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. Sometimes some of the employees look at you as, and they can see the real you. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's just let me get that check.
Yeah.
You know?
And, you know, trials and tribulations, now I have the right staff. I know they all see the vision and they fuck with what I'm doing. So you know, they accept me as their navigator. Right. I will lead us there. I promise to God I'll lead us there. I'll get us there.
And that's another big thing when it comes to men and our mental health, right? Heavy is the
crown.
The head that wears the crown.
Heavy is the head that wears the crown. Sauce Walker spoke on it, and we just recently had him up here again. And when I was speaking to him, and I was talking about that, I was mentioning about how he recently just lost his homie out in Memphis when he was gunned down along with his homie, but his homie lost his life, right?
Yeah.
Say so P, rest in peace, and say so P.
Rest in peace.
And I said, you know, the whole internet seen you finish out the mission. You're in Memphis. You're moving around the next day. Yeah, after getting shot. I said, I ain't stopping. I said, but that doesn't mean that you ain't going through nothing. You know what I mean? Like you might still be battling with that every night. And it's something that you're dealing with. How do you do it? He's like, I mean, it's not that I don't battle it, but when you're on this side, as a man, when you are responsible for taking care of other people's lives, employees, your family, all the loved ones that you take care of on a day-to-day, something bad happens to you and you don't pay their checks, they don't give a fuck. Where's my check? Where's my money? We don't get the time to sit there and say, you know what, I'm gonna focus on myself right now, because if you still have to take care of these things. So that person may be going through something. Your daughter is born, but you still gotta get this work done. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, my baby girl's here. You get the liberty of spending a little bit of extra time with her, but you still have to be mentally available for these other things that you got going on in life.
That's that spreading thin shit, man. And yeah, it's taboo to talk about this shit, man, because especially if you dealt with loss, you know, a tragic loss. You know, I've dealt with tragic loss, like niggas, like my brother, you know what I mean? Like I still cry to this day, you know, and it's something that you know, it's just certain shit you never get over, and you just kind of don't talk about. Or sometimes, you know, like check it out, when my grandma passed, I felt like it wasn't right for me to cry because everybody else is crying. You know what I'm saying? When my cousin passed, they told me don't cry because everybody else gonna cry because I'm crying. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta hold it back. I cry in the car. My girl know, my whole family know. I gotta hit the road, because if I don't, I'm gonna go insane. I'm gonna go insane, dude. I gotta cry, bro. I gotta let that shit out. I cry, you know, like I ain't got no problem doing that shit because the nigga done been through it. You know what I'm saying? So, and now I wake up every day so blessed. I'm so happy. I can't believe it, because bad shit happened in threes, man. You know, you ever lost 3 motherfuckers in the same year, bro, that you was close to? You know, and like, I'm just saying, like I'm just so grateful, and now that, so you know, you become so traumatized by life, you just waiting for the other shoe to drop every day. Yeah. You know, you just hoping. You know, how many times I knock on wood all the fucking time, bro. No. Because I'm like, shit, I done had them take all my money. I done lost people. You know what I'm saying? So you always, in my mind, I'm always like, well, shit, you know what I mean? We don't survive them all regardless. Yeah. You know, like, shit, it is what it is, man.
Yeah, that's how I feel. You know, like, now obviously looking at a child, right? I got 2 of them, and then I get to look at them and think, like, damn, I gotta be here.
Got to.
you know, I can't let them do this by themselves right now. You know what I mean? So that changes. Like for me, I think that's what changed the most. It's like, damn, I gotta be here.
Got to, bro.
So maybe when I'm out speeding, chill out a little bit. You know what I mean? Because I gotta be here. Now I can't make a mistake. You know. I
don't want to go nowhere when I'm out there doing my thing. I'm in the streets. Man, you ain't gonna catch you never gonna catch me nowhere. Like even when I don't even want to go to Quick Trip. I know somebody gonna see me at Quick Trip. Then they gonna know. Then the word is out. Then I gotta work. Now I gotta watch my back. Then I gotta make sure because if I'm around, they know what I'm here for. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so it's like, I think about that all the time, dude. I don't. That shit scare me to death, bro. That shit scare me to death thinking about that shit. Yeah. If I ain't around all type of shit, you know what I mean? Because they need me, bro. They need me. Yeah. They need me. So I'm here. I ain't going nowhere. That mean I ain't got a party, go to another country. That mean I ain't got to go do this, that, and the third. Just let me drive. Let me go get my hustle on. Yeah, I'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? I give a fuck about having to travel, go do some other shit. You know, y'all, that's for y'all.
Now, before we wrap this up, one of the questions I got, and for you it's going to be an interesting answer. Life is grand. This is not. I just had you rate weed, and we rated out of a 1 through 5. Imagine weighing life like that. Like you can't. Out of a 1 through 100, when you look at your life on a scale, where do you feel like you're at on that?
I'm at a fucking 100, bro. I'm at 100. I got love around me. I got everything I want. I got everything I ever wanted and needed. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, if I get my brother back, that'd be everything. But I got my daughter. You know, I got both his brothers that work with me. You know, I got his mom and his dad who moved to California from Nebraska this year. So I still get to be with him. I still get to be with my dog. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just by having conversations with them. But life, man, that shit good for me, bro. I ain't got shit to complain about a motherfucking thing ever, bro, ever. As good as life, God been to me. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't no deeply religious nigga, none of that. You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna ask you if you were religious at all.
I ain't deeply religious or nothing. I'm still trying to figure it out.
Right. Because I think everybody is, for the record.
I'm still trying. You know, man, that's a whole nother subject. I make my baby mom mad.
Yeah.
Me too.
I ain't gonna do that to you. I ain't gonna say you home on that note. Everything was good, but at the end.
Nah, I love the shit out my baby mom. I love the shit out my girl. I ain't my baby mom.
Good.
Yeah, I be dealing with that same thing about saying it the same way. The baby mom and the girl. Like sometimes I don't even want to call you my girl because I'm mad as hell at you. You know what I'm saying? Like leave me alone, guys.
My baby mom tripping. Like shit, that shit roll off the tongue. My baby mom tripping.
I was thinking about it earlier with the vapes. Right, this is how I knew I was like the vapes had me, because I would toss some shits out. Like I'll go get a vape, I'll smoke the vape, but I'm throwing that shit out. Like when it's time for sleep, like just whatever, I'll go get another one tomorrow. If I really want to vape that bad, I'll just go pick up another one tomorrow. But I found out the hard way. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm in the kitchen. I walk right out to that fucking hall, kick that can open.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't about to deal with this bullshit without my fucking vape right now. You know what I'm saying? So you want to scream, then fuck. Then I'm about to vape. Leave me the fuck alone. Could I leave?
You see my fingertips try to fucking fire up a little ass blunt, try to get my mind right. God damn it. Nah, that's real shit. Once you resort and start doing you digging in the trash for that bitch, like I be going hard on my staff because I wrap my grabbers in a paper, so it be looking like a joint. I leave it in the ashtray. Staff, no, don't touch my fucking blunts. Don't touch my weed. Don't touch my shit. You know what I mean? Y'all don't even smoke blunts, so don't touch my shit. But then they end up actually throwing my shit in the ashtray. I went in there one time, was like, I flicked the light. That's how they know I'm coming in. Yeah. They all turn around. I said, man, who the fuck touched my weed, dude? Look, I'm cool with. This is exactly what I said. I'm a cool ass nigga, bro. I don't say shit to none of y'all. I'm cool, but my nigga, do not touch my weed. Don't fuck with my shit. I don't fuck with y'all shit. Nigga, don't touch my shit, bro. It's the quickest way to get on my bad side. Man, whoa. Yeah. We ain't heard that nigga talk like that. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Yeah, but that's how I knew it was serious. I'm still serious about it. I'm cool with it though.
That shit. I don't smoke that much, so if anything happens to my weed, I get
Nah, but ain't nothing worse when you expecting a joint.
Ooh, expecting that bitch, boy.
I know it's gonna be there when I go home. It's shit right there. I went in earlier, and then you go there and it's not there.
It's not there, bro.
Well, especially because I found out, at least for me, when I come back to it, that bitch hit different. Because let me think, maybe it's a conspiracy, but look, you smoking through a straw, right? You got the filter here, you got the weed here, the flower here. Everything I smoked from here to here came through here. So at the clip of that joint, it's laced. We ready. I mean, not say laced, but that shit popping. It's everything I just smoked just passed through there. So when I come back after it's been sitting, twice as nice.
Big head change. You ready to pass out? You ready to pass out, boy? Hey,
love it.
Yeah, 100%. All that shit done built up on the backside of the blood.
You let it sit and dry up and come back to it.
And I would imagine the motherfucker throw that shit out.
Yeah,
mad, bro. Livid.
What do you think about this? Because you mentioned lace, right? And it's one of the questions I was going to ask you. Like, what do you think about these blunts that are laced with Fetty? That happens. You know, people losing their lives.
I've heard about this. I wasn't sure how true it was. My little sister talking about this when she staying in Chicago. Niggas was lacing the weed with Fetty, all that shit, man. Look, dude, you buy some Ted Budz, that won't happen. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Some real authentic with the, you know what I'm saying? You gonna be all right. But no, on some real shit, bro, like buying blunts is laced with the Fetty, all of that shit, man. Niggas is doing too much. Y'all doing too much. It was never this serious, man. It was never that serious, you know, so I don't know how to protect niggas from that, man. You better grab you a pack of grabbers or go back to smoking Swishers and Good Times and Dutches and Optimos or something, bro, because this shit, I don't know how to protect motherfuckers from that. I don't even know how to spot that.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna ask about that too.
That's scary. Send me a picture of them so I know what to look out for.
Yeah, I don't even know what that looks like either, but I will tell you this. This is another one of them classic episodes of the Danza Project. We got my guy Ted Budz in the building.
Come on.
Yeah.
Cornfed Ted.
In the building.
Yeah.
We want to come out August 31st.
August 31st, man. Yeah. I would love to have y'all there, man. I'll get y'all motherfucking tickets, everything.
Yeah, straight up. Now we can take care of our own tickets. You came out here to come fuck with us, and let's go out there and fuck with you.
Man, that's love. I mean,
that's how the shit works. You feel me?
That's love. That's love.
Kato.
Yeah, man.
This is the Danza Project, baby.
Yeah, let's go.
Orlando, sign us off.